was in that position and I couldn't open my mouth. They tore my ass up so bad. I literally had tears in my eyes, bro. I didn't cry like, but my eyes was fucking watery. All right, peace and black power family. Welcome to another Sonetta TV House of Consciousness production. You already know what it is. This is your brother Sonetta. I am your host, and I'm bringing in another heavy hitter. You brothers and sisters better be ready. When we build this wall, this comedic wall, oh my God, ain't nothing stopping. We bringing in another young brother. He's a scholar. You one leave, 5 more come in. Reggie leave, 5 more come in. You know what I'm saying? Garfield leaves and turn his back on Kemet, 10 more come in. We already got Chris Harris. We bringing in another brother who is awesome, who is powerful. I would say I don't know, between him and Jabari, I would say they probably right here until I see the brother's work and ethic, and if he can handle the ring, getting in, or the battlefield, or whatever, anybody that come at him, if he can deal with that pressure, I think he can, because he's killing. And so without any further ado, I bring to you my brother, Shaka, in the building. What's up, Shaka? He runs the channel of Ma'at Forever. So if y'all are aware of that, make sure you go and subscribe to Ma'at Forever channel. Go over there and show some love for our brother. Peace and black power to you. Hotep. Shaka, what's happening, man? Unmute yourself.
Hotep Sen-E Sanera.
Yeah.
Thank you for the invitation. I just want to greet the people as I usually do. Hotep Senu, Hena Senut, Iti, Ren Ishaka and Kemet. I hope you're doing well. Bonjour, Sak Passe, Mbote, all that good stuff.
Damn, don't y'all hear that? Don't that sound beautiful to your ears, man, right there? Just to hear him go in on that. I know he dealing with knowledge, man.
Have you ever met the Follow Banger?
No, I've seen him. I've seen him, but I'm not acquainted with him.
Well, you seen him on YouTube?
But brother, you like to say I know him and him. In 30 years, you don't have a book, you don't have a website, you don't have a platform. You have to go on other people's platforms. So you can talk all you want that you were acquainted with.
Well,
whoever. It doesn't hold any bearing with your scholarship.
Listen, I think everybody knows my work. You're just being introduced. Okay?
What is your work? You've been carrying their suitcases. You went errand and bought them drinks and coffee and tea. Everybody can do that. That's why I nicknamed you Butler.
So Sonetta, so you allow this person to talk about, I carry Sonetta's bags and suitcases.
So you are Butler for Sonetta as well. It's good to know. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
and Sonetta called you the B word. You did not object. You don't have any backbone.
You know.
The Semitic Allah burning down tells us was a black God represented by a black bull whose hide denoted his black skin.
Here's the picture that he showed on the screen. It's a deity El, the god El. Pay attention to the crown or the headdress, if you will. This is a picture from the front of the same statue, a little closer and a little bit from the side here. Now, this headdress is actually the Atef crown. If you go on Webster's online dictionary, that's what it says. Atef is the specific feathered white crown of the Egyptian deity Osiris. It combines the head jet, the crown of Upper Egypt, with red ostrich feather for the Osiris cult. The Atef crown identifies Osiris in ancient Egyptian painting. If you go to Webster's dictionary, Merriam-Webster, it says Atef, hold on, a tall crown with a long feather on each side, shown in the art of ancient Upper Egypt as worn by Osiris. Okay? Here you can see Osar or Osiris with the Atef crown. This is from the papyrus of Nebket. It's actually in the Louvre Museum, and you can see me filming that papyrus on the video entitled Reality Check. Why black people ain't going nowhere. But you might as well put Afro Style Reality Check. It's going to come up. And in here, it's also from the Louvre Museum. You have Osiris in the middle with the Atef crown, and the description for it, if you go on the website of the Louvre Museum and you type Royal and Divine Triad, you can do a search and you will see they mention that he is actually wearing the Atef crown. Now, finally, you can compare the crowns. Okay, first you have the god of the Arabs Negroes, which first is El, but somehow, some way becomes Allah. But that's up to y'all. That's up to the doctor. And then you have the one that I showed you, Osiris. Then again, from the front, compared with another statue of Osiris, and then finally the same statue from another angle.
Biblical king's seal discovered in dump site. This is the royal seal of the king Hezekiah, and here we have an ankh. And finally, last but not least, you need to see it to believe it. The God of the Bible, El, slept in his own dung and urine. This is Ugaritic Narrative Poetry, page 195. And we also have this book here, the Masria in the Prophetic Literature, where it clearly says that El floundered in his own feces and urine.
So I be scamming and shit like that, but we seen his arrest record, so we know he ain't no pedophile at least, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I beg to differ because I was there.
Hold on. Hold on. Are you gonna tell us that Sonetta's a pedophile, nigga?
Actual facts. Let me tell you something, yo. And it all came out with this polite shit. And like I said, I'm watching how they going at you. And I'm like, yo, tell the truth to shame the devil, man. That's the bottom line. And years ago, I'm just looking at that Tasha K arrest record. I'm looking at that arrest record and I'm looking at the dates. And as I look at the dates, I said, wait a minute. This is during the time when Frankie was going out with a 15, 16-year-old girl when he was in his 30s. Let me say that again. And I'm from home.
Chill, bro. Chill.
I send you my number, yo.
Chill. You can't call in.
You could call me up and we could go on the phone. We could do a FaceTime. We could do all that.
Bro, you can't call in. You can't. It's the climate in the community is too crazy to throw a smear campaign on a nigga like that.
Smear campaign. I got the girl name and everything. I know where the girl is at. She'll confirm it herself.
Whoa.
This is home. So you want to know why he protected Polite? Because he defends what Polite do.
Hold on. So you saying that you know that Sonetta was 30 years old with a 15-year-old girl he was having sex with?
33.
I don't know, family. What's the girl name then? Where's she from? Like, how do we know this is real?
Again, every man got to defend himself. So he getting at you, he throwing smear campaigns. This is on him. And like I said, I'll leave you my contact information if you ever want to get back at me. And when he get on the line with me, he know what it is. The girl name was Nikki. The girl name was Nikki. Ask him about Nikki from 150th Street. And what was he doing with Nikki?
Ask me no fucking questions about no fucking Nikki. Who is Nikki? You tell me. And if I knew it and then I tell you who she was, you wouldn't fucking know her.
Ask him that question. That's the question that needs to be asked. So that nigga's phone. And I used to see how we used to say all that shit on 125th Street. That was nothing but divide and conquer. All you did was put us against each other for 20 years. That's why we don't got shit. While you driving around in Mercedes Benzes and all that shit through Harlem, we divided and conquered. For 20 years, we battling each other all day, every day, all year, every year, for 20 years. But again, you want to see what's in the dark comes to the light. With this shit with polite now, the gloves are off. The gloves are off. Because we grown-ass men right now, we can't defend this in our community anymore. You gotta tell the truth to shame the devil. So I'm gonna leave you my contact information because I know people calling you.
What the fuck? No, ain't nobody else calling in. Niggas is in shock. You just fucked up my whole show. What?
Yo, it's the truth.
What the fuck?
It's the truth. Quran, 150th. You know who I be?
Quran from 150th? 150th and what?
St. Nicholas.
Quran from 150th and St. Nicholas. And this and Nikki is from 150th and St. Nicholas too, or no?
All the same block. All the same block.
Wow.
We all lived in the same building.
Okay. Oh, so you lived in the building. So hold on. So let me, you know what? I don't even want to make jokes because it's so serious. But I was going to say, you sound like somebody who was trying to hit it and mad because one of the older niggas was hitting it. Because that's how it usually be. It be grown-ass, old-ass pervert niggas messing with the young niggas' girls.
Of course. That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. The girl always used to say she had an older boyfriend. She had an older boyfriend. And the kid's like, yo, who? He used to sneak that girl in and out of his house, yo. When she was 15, 16, 17. I think he missed her for a year because he had went away to jail. Look at that arrest record. I'm talking about like 96, 97, somewhere in that area. I got to look at that record again. But he was in jail, and when he came home, he got right back to her. And she was like 17 at the time.
I said, have you recently addressed the latest rumors we heard?
Yeah, we did earlier.
Nepal, let me deal with that. What are you talking about?
Recently, we heard some crazy things from Ingy's page.
So you agree that they were just rumors, right? And not facts?
I'm trying to figure out.
No,
That's why I'm asking you.
No, I'm asking you. Was he dropping facts?
We didn't see any.
Hold on, sister. Let me answer you.
So I can't say that it's a fact.
Thank you. So I ain't got to address it, sister. Thank you. It's just comical stuff.
Huh?
It's just comical stuff, sister. I ain't got to address it. If it's not facts, if it's not coming with proof, but I'm surprised you ain't asked me about Solomon. He's in your neighborhood. He's out there with you, and we
talked about him before. We gonna expose the pedophiles. You know, yeah. I just wanted to make sure that you heard. So I was interested to know if you had anything to say.
No, that's just
because it's just crazy that people are shooting
people
out.
People are playing games with this.
Pedophiles.
Yeah, people playing games with it.
With no proof.
Yeah, and that's sad. That's what you should have asked him. Like, dude, where's your proof at? Can you show me something? You know, I need to take back.
Yeah, all he said was a little girl named Nikki, and that was about it.
And he can't show no proof, so you know I ain't got to address none of that.
Right.
I ain't gonna waste no time to make him think he got me scrambling. No, he ain't got me scrambling. For me to address that makes that nigga so proud and happy. He's watching right now, laughing. And for me to be up in here explaining that shit, he'd be Googling and laughing behind the screen.
Allegedly, then we leave that there, so that's done. But apparently the story is he started having sex with the girl when she was 15 years old. And what what the brother was saying, I corroborated in questioning him after the show, because if you remember back, he said when Tasha K dropped his record, it triggered his memory. So Sonetta had went away to jail for a year, and this girl had stayed with him the whole time. Like while she was 16 years old, she didn't have no boyfriend because her quote unquote boyfriend was in jail, which was Sonetta. And then when Sonetta came home, he did a year. When he came home, they got right back together. So he was with this girl from the time that she was 15 to the time that she was 18 years old. And he was in his 30s. Her first name is Chanel. Her middle name is Nikki. I should have got the last name. But it's people that's available for conversation that want to deal with the subject matter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure her name will eventually come out. But the girl's family all knows Sonetta, and apparently Sonetta's family, I think, is supposed to be familiar with the girl from the conversation I was having with the brother. Like, this wasn't a fly-by-night relationship. This was his girlfriend. You see what I'm saying? Like, this was his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had a relationship for years. People that grew up in that neighborhood still remembers that when he was deep into his 30s, he was still chasing 14 and 15-year-old girls, and they remember his relationship with Nikki. So he shouldn't be discussing Solomon, Polite, or anybody, honestly. He should just be talking about his relationship with Nikki from 15 to 18 while he was in his 30s.
You don't know when niggas playing you? Niggas coming up with old shit now trying to see if they can try to get you?
Yeah, tell me what y'all think. Let me find the timestamp.
Stupid questions like that. Tell a nigga to show and prove. Other than that, y'all don't come at me with that stupid shit. You don't know when niggas playing you? Niggas coming up with old shit now trying to see if they can try to get you?
Did that sound like a confession right there? Hey, did anybody feel like that was a confession? Hold on. Listen to this. Listen to what I'm saying. He tell a person just boy, exactly.
Bro, listen. I don't even know who's over there watching that shit. But actually, you know what? That's a lie. I do. What's happening right now is there's a line in the sand, and the pedophiles and the pro-pedophiles. Remember when I said this is revealing who's pedophile and who's pro-pedophile? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these people have shit that they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people have shit that they've been doing, shit that they interested in. A lot of these niggas go on to vacations in Dominican Republic and Brazil and all these other places and be doing a lot of shit that if they was here in the States, them niggas would get killed for. You know what I'm saying? But these niggas going on vacation doing other goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? And niggas coming around thinking that because they got a little few dollars that they could get away with doing certain shit, that makes them somebody. It don't. See, I still come from a world where money don't determine who you are. It don't. Because you got a little control of a platform and niggas looking at you and you could put niggas in position like, bro, that shit don't mean nothing if you a slime ball. Period. So you over there having sex with little girls. Remember, I was saying that we needed to boycott Sonetta Page until he took polite videos down. At this point, I'm saying that we need to just boycott that page. Everybody needs to unsubscribe. The nigga's a pedophile. What are you doing now? And if he's not, let him break it down. Let him explain his relationship with Nikki, because he cannot deny his relationship with Nikki. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is a real thing that happened. That would be the same as Polite trying to deny Aminette. Polite can't deny he with Aminette no more than Sa Neter could deny that he was with Nikki for years. So let him explain that. Let him explain what he's doing with Nikki. He's 33, she's 15. And let me show you something. So you really know that this is a problem. He stayed in a relationship with her. He went to prison for a year and stayed in a relationship with her while he was in prison. And when he came home, he came right back to her. So that means that he thinks that that's okay. You see what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, we want to say the girl had a really big body and she looked grown and he was out somewhere drunk and they hooked up for a one night stand and he didn't know. Okay, that's a situation. That could be argued back and forth. I'm not saying yay, nay, or whatever. But you were with this girl since she's in junior high school, my nigga. To the time she's in high school. Guess who's going to jail tonight? What? Bro, stop doing videos on everything else and talk about you and Nikki over there, bro. Talk about you and Nikki. And be careful because niggas in Harlem is now paying attention. So it's niggas that know about other things that's hitting me, sending me text messages and all that. And I'm ignoring a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what I would like you to do is go out on a high note. This is a real message from me to you, Saab. You watching this video. Go out on a high note with some dignity, bro. Don't keep dragging this thing out where you keep losing dignity in front of us, bro. It's hurting me. I don't know. A lot of these people that's watching, they don't really give a fuck about none of the people involved. It's hurting me to keep finding out more of these things that's making who you are in my mind diminish less and less and less into below nothingness. And it's a lot of people in the community that feel the same way, bro. And if you would have just stopped this shit, if you would have just stopped this polite shit so long ago, man, you could have saved this community so much fucking heartache, bro. And you still going, my nigga. You still pointing out other niggas instead of dealing with your man polite. Now, let's look how fucking goofy this nigga Saw look. All this research work, right? He doesn't realize that he's demonstrating to the entire community that he's capable of fully pulling up all the information on Brother Polite. But you're not doing anything but pulling up information on other people. Okay, so now we passed Brother Polite, bro. Now we're on Brother Sa Neter.
Polite, if let's say Polite is innocent, he could be a partial victim. You know, maybe he broke up with the girl. Who knows, you know, what happened in that instance. But the only true victim is that girl. So I think that's what we need.
And I think that's being a hypocrite because you have a member of ISUPK who was locked up for child molestation, for rape or whatever it is, and y'all still support him. Here it is, Polite have not been found guilty, and y'all wouldn't support him. See the double standard?
What
you have a member
standard?
in ISUPK, which y'all support him financially. You put money on his books, but Polite have not been found guilty, and y'all already.
This how I know you taking a strong. This how I
brother.
know you take a strong position of Polite's innocence, regardless of waiting till the verdict come, because you keep bringing up the same exact thing. Even though I've explained the position dozens of times, how many times do I have to explain the same exact position? So in that instance, the brother took a lot of.
Even if you explain it, it still remains the same, though, Captain.
No,
you still support
what remains the
found
same?
Guilty.
But what remains the same, though?
That he was found guilty.
Definitely was found guilty, but he also
Polite was not found guilty.
I'm not saying don't support him, though. Right,
brother. You said if the brother come on my channel, you done.
Wait.
And you know you got me, man. You got me. I said, all right, brother.
That's right. Right, but what is that part? That part is talking about until the trial is over. I didn't say after the trial is over. If he's found innocent, don't deal with him. That's not what I said.
Right. Okay.
So again, the two don't match. What you're trying to match up just don't match. So I ran down that whole brother's trial already. his how he was found guilty. I ran all of that down already, so that scenario is not the same.
Right. Okay. All right, brother.
Are you accused of molesting your wife's niece, who is your niece through marriage?
I have no recollection of that. You would have to inform me of what you're talking about. I have no recollection of that.
Okay, I will be able to one day. So I have my third question. Captain Cesario, do you have a homie that's in prison right now for child molestation that you support financially?
Yes.
But I thought you were against child molestation and those that are molesters to children.
I am against child molestation and those that molest children.
So why are you supporting this person, but you speak ill against others that have a love for people that have been just accused of child molestation?
Okay, I'll answer your question very easily. When I was at both cases of both trials, the evidence that they had, they gave the brother a lie detector test, which he passed. They tested the sister for the young girl, whether her hymen was broke because he was accused of molesting her. Her hymen was not broke. A hymen, for those that don't know, a hymen is something that they use to test to see if the woman's or the child's virginity has been broken or anything like that. There was information that she said that she gave, which she then retracted. So the first case that they did was thrown out. The second case, they did not want to answer to. The jury was hung on it, and the judge did not want to release them until they came up with an answer, and then they came up with a guilty verdict. So from observing the case, if he was guilty of the crime, I would in no way support the brother. But from the evidence of the case, from the testimonies of him as well as the individuals involved, he was not guilty, even though he was found guilty.
Wow, so he was not guilty, even though he was found guilty, but you speak ill against someone else that is not guilty, but they say he was guilty. So I have a question. This brother that you support, does he have children?
Yes.
And if so, do you ever say to those children, you have a father that's a child molester?
No, I don't.
Well, why do you do that to others that have a love for Dr. Malachi Z. York Ill and you mock his children of him being a quote-unquote so-called child molester, and you speak for supporting him?
See how dumb this little nigga Tory is, y'all? He ain't, I told you, once you become myopic and in a box, anything that people bring to you, you will not adhere to it. He showed you who wrote the New Testament. He showed you what he said about the New Testament. And this little nigga still up in here saying God said this and God said that. These niggas are just retarded, man. These little niggas are just retarded. He ain't go and look up what Shaka said. He didn't say, well, let me see if Shaka telling the truth and do me some research. This dumb, stupid little nigga comes back with God said this and and God put all nations together and made them different. Like, nigga, shut up already, man. Just shut up, nigga. Damn. Slit your wrist or something, nigga. Because you're poison to the youth, man. You're already poison to the other youth that's coming up looking around you. You probably trying to teach your friends this shit. Nigga, slit your wrist already, nigga. Get it over with, nigga.
Okay, still microphone check. And it's strange, you know. But now it should work. Hi, Souvenir. Hotep Senu Hena Senut Tiren Ishakandu Kemet. I hope you're doing well. The title of this live stream is Israelites Have More Respect for Sir Jezebel than their own God. Let me make sure the sound is not too loud. Check microphone. Check. Check. All right. We have a fair bit of people on the place to be. Only supporters can post in the chat. Sometimes I open it to everybody, but you know, gotta support what you like. For those that don't know how it works, you only need to register via YouTube. I will not know any of your personal information. The only thing I will know is your username. It's $3 per month, which is $36 per year, man. It's not a lot. And there's plenty of information, contrary to what some people may try to make you believe. And people are always free to come and ask questions. So who's in the place to be? Donnie Williams is in the place to be. Young Heru is in the place to be. Andrea Brunette is in the place to be. Donnie Williams with Shaka, I did see Rob on and Reggie kicked me off panel last night for asking about you. Oh, for real? Oh, man. Back then, I used to say little homies are little homies. Now, 0 to 100, real quick. Really? I did not see that, Donnie. What channel? What channel do you think, brother Young Hero? Can only be channel where debaters don't get paid.
And Shaka, did you get your money, your $1,000 from that?
I didn't get nothing yet. I was supposed to get it before the debate. That's what happened with me and Jabari, why we didn't have the debate. I was told one thing and something else happened.
He was supposed to get it before the debate. And that's the same thing that happened with the Jabari debate. But Frankie surely told people, well, the debate's not happening, but he didn't say why it didn't happen. Now, where were we? You see, Young Hero is even giving you the timestamp. Oh, I hope you're doing better, sister. She's recovering from food poisoning. V. Bennett is in the place to be. Texas Bama is in the place to be. Well, I had a class just before, and my class finished at basically 4 p.m. ESC, you know, so what I do is, you know, I launched the first intro, and I had to eat. So I played those clips, what I was eating. Just say what I was thinking. Okay, we're here now. We're here now. No, I'm going to share the link now. But if anyone want to go on the panel, link to get on. I have some clips I want to play, real short clips. Let me just play them first. So here. Oh, no, not that one. No, it's not. There it is. The so-called men as very childish and immature. Glad that you're feeling better, Sister Andrea Bennett. So here we have Ankh. And for the first time, like I said in my video when I was next to that exhibit about Ramesses II, that's the first time ever I hear him use the term Egyptomania. Or at least the first time that I recall, that I have recollection of him using that term.
Go ahead and speak, brother Bobby Banger.
What's going on? What's going on, family, man? Excellent presentation. I think it was really trying though when a Pan-African, a black nationalist, hoorah for the black people, Egyptomania person, Sekou, actually said that
Right.
So Sekou actually said that he feels like Shaka almost won the debate versus Zari. That his information was proper, but based on the behavior / topic, he lost. And a lot of people jumped on that bandwagon. But you know, hey, Sekou is different. Sekou goes on the platform, people don't like him, they disrespect him. And so if you ask him, how do you feel about that platform? I presume he will say it's a great platform because he's there all the time. So even on the platform where he will be disrespected, he's there all the time. So I don't think his opinions holds much weight. But that being said, I know now that at least on one occasion, Ankh used the term Egyptomaniacs, and you can see here it says Bobby Banger. It doesn't say Ankh anymore. It doesn't say Brother Ankh anymore. You know, he has retired his Kemetic name. He has retired his African name. He's more on some FBA vibe now. Yeah, he's soft. That's why they treat him like, well. Now, what's the other clip? That punk Garfield. The dude was a moderator during the debate, which means that he witnessed the debate. He moderated the debate. And still that punk Garfield said he doesn't know who won or who lost, man. I mean, he has to be one of the dumbest person on the planet Earth.
I will say is this. Usually when somebody wins a debate, they show a different type of energy than what you're doing. I'm not saying you want to.
And that statement is a bitch-ass statement, but Garfield is one of the greatest biatch the black community has ever known, man. That dude was scamming his behind off. Then he decided, well, I want to get in the arena and do the debates. We seen that he didn't show up after opening his freaking mouth for 2 years, acting like he was going to destroy. Because speaking loud, I realized that. Acting like he was going to destroy Jabari. I want to see. Let me see the sound here. Acting like he was going to destroy Jabari, only to just not show up, man. You understand what I'm saying? So let's finish with this.
Are you lost? I'm just saying. I am just saying. I don't know who won or who lost. I will say tomorrow. I'm gonna watch a debate tonight, like around 12 o'clock, and tomorrow I'm gonna say, hey, who I think won? Because
so the punk Garfield said that he doesn't know who won or who lost. He's gonna have to watch the debate again to say who won or who lost, man. I mean, he's strictly retarded. Like in literally retarded. He needs more time. He needs to listen to the stuff again to adjust his brain and find out who won or who lost. Now, if he said, okay, as a moderator, I don't want to say who won or who lost, or maybe I want to wait because it's fresh, and some people may have not seen it. I can understand, but we heard it from his own mouth, man. Why is it so? Because he's a Christian apologist, and of course he doesn't want to say that Shaka Amos won. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Kunal came on, tried to lecture. See those guys? They come on the panel, they think they're going to talk forever, and we're supposed to sit here and listen like some children, you know? And that Bicha Sanera, he was enjoying it when people were dissing Shaka Amos. He was smiling like a bitch. And at one point, he gave an example. He said, well, you know, like he's trying to school Shaka Amos. Well, you know what I'm saying? When I was in college, you know what I'm saying? You know, one time in front of the New Black Panther Party members, you know, he let me have it. That's not the same, Bicha Sanera. He's making a comparison within an organization where they have some internal, I don't want to say dispute, but the leader of the NBPP wasn't happy with his beach ass activity over there in Harlem, in Manhattan, because he invited Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton gave him some money. So, you know, the Scam Cheddar was about the money for a long time. He got some money from Al Sharpton, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna say how much he cared for himself, of course. So Khalid let him have it. You understand what I'm saying? That's not the same being online for the whole world to see as some nobodies, people who never debated anybody worth, never gave any information, people who not criticizing the child molesters want to debate the child molesters. You know what I'm saying? People who don't say want to talk about decorum and the language when we've seen Tazi calling Martin Luther King a bitch after he said that he wasn't shit, that the Bible says he deserves death, and then they want to talk about decorum and how people speak. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with their brain, man. I really don't know what's wrong with their brain, man. You know? And then when you want to interject, you see, you're not letting me speak, you don't have any decorum. I mean, are you guys kidding me? You should time those people, man. Because when you're going to time those people, they're going to realize that, you know, they are making no sense anyway. They're just talking for the sake of talking to try to look good. You know, the passive people just watching, looking, witnessing, and acting and doing anything, but always have something to say. You know, a lot of grown men are weak and whack. I'm telling you, man. Many Pan-Africans are like that. Many people who are not Pan-Africans are like that because they're old, they think they can teach wisdom and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, the last clip that I want to play, which is the worst, the Bicha Sa. You will hear that Bicha Sanera first say, well, let's see together.
Shaka did, he, to me, Shaka killed it.
He said, to me, Shaka killed it. He's talking about Shaka Amos, of course.
From the beginning to the end.
From the beginning till the end.
He wrapped it up, and you heard.
He wrapped it up.
The two brothers got on saying Shaka information was more powerful, but the way he disrespect or the way he did that, that's not what the topic was about.
That's not what the topic was about. All right.
All right. So let me go on over to the next person. And
hey, wait, before you do that, if I could just clear one more thing.
Now you heard Tazai's voice. You can see his face. He doesn't feel comfortable. Then he's probably gonna get some text messages. You know what I'm saying? Or private message in the chat, you know, private chat and stuff like that. And listen to the Bicha Sanera, how it's gonna fall and switch like a bitch.
I wouldn't call the brother, I think it's Sekou. I don't know which the African brother. You try to say I will call him a dirty, stinking African. I don't call people dirty, stinking nothing.
Dude, I played a video today.
You have to attack me, right?
With General Maharaka. Remember the old joint?
General Muhammad? You said General.
You're gonna hear Tazaya acting like, you know, he never said anything against Africans, because I've played a video of the guy King Ty, the rapper, who kept saying stinking African. First gonna act like, oh, that's because those guys were going at us, but he's lucky I don't have that video anymore. Somebody may have it anywhere somewhere. But even if I show it, it doesn't matter, because Zanetta said this about his own God.
There's nothing special about you because you following some spook ass God, some God who we know is narcissistic, who's demonic, who's a goddamn liar, who's bipolar. The God of the Bible is a bipolar motherfucker.
So Quinat doesn't care about that. Tazaria doesn't care about that. FOPE doesn't care about that. ISUPK doesn't care about that. All the Israelites who go over there, all the people who believe in the Bible who go over there, they don't even care about that. So, what importance does he have if I show or if I mention that Tazariak said on tape to an underage brother who had one parent that was African that he would not feed him because he is African. Boom. So let's continue.
No. Mahara, no. Damn, what's my man name?
Captain Tawar.
Captain Tawar, right? Captain Tawar.
Right, but that's when the African was in there combating us. That's different. Like if you come and combat me, anybody that's coming like in combative form, of course you're gonna do your trash talking. But I ain't just gonna come out and say, a dirty, stinking African and nothing like that. So
No, he told the young boy, I will not feed you because you're African. That bitch outside said, because of the backlash, Zariak, you're my brother, but you won't be on the panel again. And he was back like 2 weeks later.
I just want that. And I appreciate those two individuals being able to give an honest opinion about a debate when they don't agree with my side. I think that's what, like, if I could say Kimmy won and everybody, like, I got a lot of flack when I said the Comedic Brother, because the Comedic Brothers was Shaka, Polite, Amara Squad, Jonathan Owens. I think those were the main ones I remember. And I said they won. And I got a lot of flack from the Israelite community from saying they won. But I said they won because they won that day. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. As a matter of fact, I think Chris Harris, if he's still on here, I said Chris Harris won against Zion Lex.
See, sir? See?
Too. Because if you won, you won. It's just a debate. Anybody, any given night, if you train right on any given day, you could win. Like, look at the Giants. The Giants beat the. Okay.
I'm gonna take it back. I'm not gonna say
switching like a bitch. I'm gonna take it back.
Shaka won by a landslide.
I ain't gonna say Shaka won by a landslide. Earlier you said, from beginning to end.
I would say I will give Shaka the edge.
I will give Shaka the edge. It's like it's tight and you give him the edge. He switched like a bitch completely in front of the whole world.
Because of his closeout. That's what really closed it for me. So
first it was from beginning to end, and now it's the closeout that really closed it to that biatch.
Shaka, I'm saying, because I'm not a moderator.
You just straight by, yes.
People ain't got to agree with me. I'm just saying I give Shaka the edge because of the way he closed this whole shit out and brought it home.
Now he gives him the edge once again because of the way Shaka almost closed out. But earlier was from beginning to end. So is such a biatch.
Oh, now I get.
So the way people were dissing Shaka Amos, talking bad about him. That serious stuff. So I was like a biatch, smiling like a sucker. He would have never let people say similar things towards Zariak and sitting here like that, smiling like a biatch, man. You know what I'm saying? And it would be good for people to peep game. But let me go to the comments for the time being. So, are you going to say Shaka have better information, but he lost? Makes no sense. Oh, Rabon, the 5%er, so-called 5%er, who's been rolling with the Christian apologists, he came on and said that Shaka lost, apparently because Zayak would have shown that with Christianity, people were able to do so much in America. I mean, we commit, people had an empire, a society that lasted for thousands of years, But, Rabon is like, I don't know, maybe soon he's going to convert to Christianity or something. Wild Funk wrote, Sekou can say Jack, because he's got a debate coming up, man. He's going to get violated there. It's not going to be fair before the debate, during the debate, and after the debate. Some people need to understand that they are all xenophobic, man. They are all xenophobic. Listen to that B.R. Sanetta talking about West Indians. And West Indies is close. West Indies are close.
Why should they listen to you?
This is Willie Lynch.
So why should they listen to you?
Willie Lynch
this
right
is
here.
Willie Lynch at his
This
best.
Willie Lynch.
Willie Lynch at
Another
his
West,
best.
another West
Willie Lynch.
Indian.
Go ahead.
Another West Indian.
Another
Willie
West
Lynch.
Indian.
Go over to
Get this, another damn West Indian.
Another West Indian. Willie Lynch.
Another bootlicking.
Willie Lynch.
You gonna come in my face, man? You ahead, man. You don't know nothing about the black nigga.
No, you still on the plantation.
Ass nigga,
Protecting the cracker. Protect the cracker. Go ahead. Protect Whitey. Protect Whitey.
Keep on protecting Whitey, nigga.
Where the fuck is he? These white folks, these black people come to the aid of this white man. Yeah, come on back, brother. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back.
Come on back.
Come on back. I got it. Come on.
Man, shut up. Come on.
You work for the white man.
Come on over here.
You work for the white man.
Shut the hell up.
You work for the white man. You work for the white man.
Your damn self.
You work for the white man.
All you goddamn banana boat motherfuckers come here and try to tell us something.
Yeah.
All you banana boat motherfucking West Indians come here and try to tell us something.
They're gonna drop
Come on, man.
you all
all
here
you
and
banana
drop
boat
your
motherfuckers come
Yeah,
here
but you
and try to
can't
tell us
for the
something.
banana boat.
You can't tell us a damn thing. You want to kiss the white man ass, you kiss his ass. You want to kiss his ass, you kiss his ass. Don't come here and try to tell us. All you goddamn motherfucking banana boat motherfuckers come here and try to tell us what to do.
Who owns rich and who owns everything on this block? You?
Get the hell out of here.
Foreigners own everything.
If you want to kiss the white man's butt, you kiss it. Don't come tell us what to do.
We can't even buy a bagel from you.
You don't tell us what to do, man.
You can buy a DVD from us and free your mind. You can buy a book from us and free your mind.
They're all.
You can buy a book from us. You can buy a book from us and free your mind. Willie Lynch. Willie Lynch. Willie Lynch. You bootleg. You's a bootleg Negro. You's a bootleg African. You a bootleg African. You're a bootleg African. A bootleg African. You shouldn't even be proud to say that. You a disgraceful Jamaican. That's what you are.
We'll get the picture, and what probably got into Saskin, under Saskin, is that the brother elder kept saying bootleg. He was bootlegging. That's how he got his come up. That's how he got known. Bootlegging people's DVDs and books as well. So, all you MF, banana boat MF, try to come here and tell us something. So, if he did it with Shaka Amos, he's going to do that with pleasure with Sekou. He has the punk Onk in his ear and the Butler Reggie in his ear, you know, and we know that Butler Reggie is very, very xenophobic. You have to be retarded to lose any debate frame. As the Bible versus commit law. It's like trying to debate mounds versus pyramids. Yeah, Shaka, have better information. He just wasn't dissing Africans enough, so he lost. There it is. Now they're backtracking. Yeah, so I was backtracking like a biatch. So you see, Shaka, you are changing them now. I got a good idea. They should do the debate again and charge people money so we can see who is a real winner for once and for all. Let's do a part two to find out who won, who really won. You should play that link I put in the chat. They say exactly what they think of you, Shaka. That link earlier? Oh, it did not appear for whatever reason. You can either get on the panel and share it in the private chat, or just put the title. Maybe it's something recent, but when you do put links, URLs in the chat, your message doesn't appear. You will see it, You know, the person that posted will see it. But anyway, he should knock Frankie Stan down and then walk away. Scam Nature is ashamed of his own family. And one of his parents of the boat also. But he roasted him. He did support them, so they verbally abused. Yeah, he did not support them, so they verbally abused him. Wow, this debate was really original. Only Moz can share links. Just tell me the title of the video, brother, so we can have a look. But in the meantime, while we wait for the link, there's a link I have for you. Clothing. Some new designs, and there are more coming. It's going to be something for everybody. Look at this. You've already seen that design here. We have this new one here, Hotep. All those people who claim to be comedic all these years, they didn't even know that that glyph here stands for Hotep. But here you have it. That nice glow. You even have it on the sides there. So we're gonna have some hats also and other gear, other designs, other motifs as well. So you can see how it looks on all those different colors. Look, a new one. Look at this. You have all these different colors. Look at this. Second. So no matter what the color is, it still looks fly. Sorry. Even in white. See that? What other design do we have? Oh yeah. Have it on the hat as well. See? And remember, we have the mugs as well. We're gonna have different motifs. We have the bandana. So you do have the link in the chat. Make sure you support. I've placed my order. I guess, you know, well, tomorrow is like what they call bank holiday in England. There will be no delivery by the post. Maybe from Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, but I should get it next week. I should receive my gear and you will see me rocking the gear. Yeah. Where were we? Each one teach one. You want me to go to the channel? I know that channel. I mean that username. That's Ramon, the 5%, the Christian apologist 5%. You know. So if I go there, God doesn't even care about the person who humiliated his wife in over there on his uncle's channel. So I see the title, Rabon has the Egyptomaniacs in a frenzy with the history of the black church. So the title is Black American. Okay, that's the last one. Which timestamp should I go to? It looks like there was Butler Reggie. Was it Butler Reggie? Yes, Butler Reggie is there. Which timestamp, brother? So I have some merchandise. I know you used to sell. Oh, you have the timestamp here. I know you used to sell stuff back in the day. Does it still sell stuff? Can you share the link, or just give me where to find it? Because obviously the links don't work. So 136.53. Let's discover together. 136.53.
as they formed themselves in the United States.
That's a fact.
I wanted to ask you a question, Brother Reggie, if I could.
Yeah, I got a lot of making up to Brother Rob Bourne. You know, I messed up his debate.
It'll only take a second.
Mm-hmm.
Do you care to weigh in on Shaka Ndugu Kimmett?
No, hold on. We're not talking about that dude. Don't ever mention his name on here again, bro.
Yeah, we don't talk about
Why is it, Robon? You mad because I'm defending your wife more than you do? Your wife said that she was humiliated by the Hebrew guy. You haven't said a damn word, man. And you want to have all that smoke for me?
We don't talk about him. He'll take this clip.
Well,
and
why would you not talk about it?
Because
hold on, before you go, Reggie. Hold on, Reggie. Before you go, Donnie.
Yeah.
Number one, this is me and my brother's channel. I don't talk about that dude.
Mm-hmm.
He violated me. I'm telling you why. I'm telling you right now.
You're not telling me why. You have an emotional response. You're not telling me why.
Bro, listen. Very closely to what I'm telling you. He violated me.
You're giving
I don't know this dude.
You know what's funny is those words that they're using, like Garfield, Trashfield, like some people call him. But I used to say Trackfield. He said that somebody from Jabari's organization violated his daughter, man. Which will make you think that he did something very serious to his daughter. And later on, he talked about, well, somebody said that I tried to kill my daughter. We heard Beach Assad saying that the Hebrew guy was violated. But the dude was basically arrested, you know. And now he says I violated him. Now, brothers and sisters, what happens is very simple. Anybody can go to my live stream where I invited Chris MVP Harris to respond to Reggie. So you know how to search within the channel. If you put Chris MVP Harris, video will show. And at one point, Robon came on. I don't know what foolishness he was on, like bug dancing. And, I don't have time for the bug dancing, you know what I'm saying? And then I put him off the panel, I think I must have asked him a very simple question. He was bug dancing. So that's what those guys do, And because they feel like they are superior, if you're not from America, they're going to act like you don't know or you don't understand. And I don't have time for that. We're grown men. We understand the same language. And in the chat, he wrote, "You're a bitch." So I put his comment on the screen. And I told him, "You're the bitch." I told him, I'm not impressed with his calisthenics. I practice Muay Thai. How is it violating him? So that's just lying and capping and playing the victim like, I did something horrible to him, man. I gave him a taste of his own medicine. I used the same word that he used towards me. But now it's going to go everywhere and say, he violated me. Please. But when people feel like they're superior, that's what it is. See, Mano said that the beef with Little C's, he said, I forgot if he said that's my fault, but he said he felt like they were not equal. Mano said that he felt like he could tell him F you, but he can't tell him F you back. And obviously, Robon has some sort of disease, like they can tell me stuff and I'm not supposed to say anything back. But anyway, let's listen. I don't think it's going to be long anyway.
That's what you're doing. You're not telling me. You're not giving me.
Bro, I don't have to explain nothing to you. You ain't my friend, bro.
Okay, then.
So
Just
say
that.
what?
Just say that then.
Brother, listen.
Okay.
But what I'm telling
behind it, you just.
Yeah, yo, there is a lot of logic behind it. What are you talking about? This dude whole channel.
What is it then? Break it down.
Yo.
This dude whole channel is what? About your uncle? Is he really your uncle?
Son, why you keep interrupting me on my show, bro?
Bro,
and why'd you come up? Why did you even, bro? Listen, he don't teach nothing.
I don't teach nothing. Okay. What I'm gonna do right now. Look at the stats of his channel. Well, since 2016, just like me, it does have 12,000 subscribers. It's not bad. Not bad. So you can see he's into his, you know, weightlifting, calisthenics, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, that's what it is. On NBK, he was sharing some information with the other guy. I forgot the other guy's name. I never seen the other guy's face. And here, for example, he has, I should find a nickname for him. He shows that Deuteronomy 28 has nothing to do with the transatlantic slave trade. There is no curse. All right? As for the live streams, here they are. So let's do popular with the live streams. 27,000 on the video dealing with the Noble Drew Ali exposed. Who are the Moors? Next one, 14,000 views because he has Dan Calloway's name inside. So I'm not going, okay, 27,000 for the live stream. Let's see for the videos. Maybe there's going to be one or more views. Yeah, twice as much. 52,000. Okay. The history of tap dancing from Master Juba to Savion Glover. So Rabon, if you get to see this one here, you go to video and you go popular. Now those are fights, the first three. This one is mine. 398,000. You see, 6 years ago. My channel is from 2016, just like you. And it's actually after, because me is November 22nd, and you it was, what was it? February. All right. So your channel has been there longer than mine. So your video that has the most view is 50,000 something. Mine is 398. So you can say I don't teach anything. It's laughable to me. Let's go back to the other one. Those weak talking points that they talk about, man. And if I don't teach anything, how come your uncle said this about me? You guys are weak, man. Weaker than a mofo.
All right, peace and black power family. Welcome to another Sarnetta TV House of Consciousness production. You already know what it is. This is your brother Sarnetta. I am your host, and I'm bringing in another heavy hitter. You brothers and sisters better be ready. When we build this wall, this comedic wall, oh my God, ain't nothing stopping. We bringing in another young brother. He's a scholar. You one leave, 5 more come in. Reggie leave, 5 more come in. You know what I'm saying? Garfield leaves and turn his back on Kemet, 10 more come in. We already got Chris Harris. We bringing in another brother who is awesome, who is powerful. I would say I don't know, between him and Jabari, I would say they probably right here until I see the brother's work and ethic, and if he can handle the ring, getting in, or the battlefield, or whatever, anybody that come at him, if he can deal with that pressure, I think he can, because he's Kemet. And so without any further ado, I bring to you my brother, Shaka, in the building. What's up, Shaka? He runs the channel of Ma'at Forever. So if y'all are aware of that, make sure you go and subscribe to Ma'at Forever channel. Go over there and show some love for our brother. Peace and black power to you. Hotep. Shaka, what's happening, man? Unmute yourself.
Hotep Sen-E Sarnetta,
Yeah.
thank you for the invitation. I just want to greet the people as I usually do. Hotep Senu, Hena Senut, Iti, Ren Isha Kandugu Kemet. I hope you're doing well. Bonjour, Sak Passe, Mbote, all that good stuff.
Damn, don't y'all hear that? Don't that sound beautiful to your ears, man, right there? Just to hear him go in on that. I know he dealing with knowledge, man.
And with languages alone, I'm fluent in 3 languages. How many languages do you speak? I'm teaching languages on top of history. But it's okay. Let's go back to the rest of this dude who said that I violated him.
What does he teach?
I teach about Kemet, about languages, you know what I'm saying, ancient history, original artifacts, you know what I'm saying. You rely on the Bible most of the time, but it's okay. It's your choice.
That's why I'm
Go ahead.
asking you. I'm asking
Show
you.
me. I'm telling you right now. Look at his last 10 videos and tell me what does he teach. You look at my channel and tell us what we teach. Look at my channel and tell.
You know why his butt hurt? He's been saying Kemet is dead many times. I called him out. He didn't want it. He said, "Oh, if it's not about, West Africa, I'm not interested." Like he cares about West Africa. That's the angle they used to have to hide their hate towards Kemet, because this is an Asiatic black man. That's what he is. He studied those lessons by heart. Maybe sometimes if he did not recite it properly, he caught a universal, which means a beating, and he has an emotional attachment to those lessons. Now that he grew up and he realized nobody want to hear those lessons, it's not factual, it's not historical, it's not scientific, then his butt hurt. So he tried to cling on Christianity and he rolled with Trackfield. And when Trackfield humiliated his own squad, I've been saying the Dagger Squad is dead. I made the last one called The Burial of the Dagger Squad. Jabari came through. So now his butt hurt because I said the Dagger Squad is dead. And I say many times. Sometimes I would see some Dagger Squad members, I would say my condolences. I think I may have said that to him as well. That's why he's really butt hurt. I never violated him. And now, once again, use the same thing he used to say towards Kemet. He kept saying Kemet is dead. That's why I called him out. Trafia came through. When Trafia came through, he knew better than to behave. And when he came on my panel, and that was 2 years ago, Trackfield didn't talk no Egyptomaniacs, man. Trackfield said this.
Kemet is the greatest empire in history. You don't need to compare. If anybody want to compare, like, we trying to get to Kemet level. Kemet is number 1. So we comparing it to other religions is basically saying, hey, we could compare with them. No, we got 3,000 years of documented history. Show me a culture that could show you that. Sumer can't do it. Mesopotamia can't do it. Assyria can't do it. Persia can't do it. The Greeks can't do it.
So you cannot pretend like you don't know Rabon. The leader of your your former squad, has said that Kemet is number 1. Are you going to call him an Egyptomaniac?
Tell me, do you see what's on this channel is on that channel, and then you have the audacity to ask me why we not talking about this dude?
So what's been on my channel is the fight against rapists and child molesters. Do you want to show us your criminal record? Do you want to show us your charges? Or you might, because we talked about Sanetta and 15-year-old Nikki Chanel from Harlem. Or you might because JJ7000 said that Tohakabe is Sanetta's cousin and Tohakabe he's a lifetime sexual offender. A lifetime sex offender. Zayak said on air that he supports the ICPK member who went to prison for child molestation. The Mighty Hebrew went to prison for child molestation as well. Rape of a minor. I mean, dang. All around you is always some rape or child molestation. Is that why you mad? Why you butt hurt? And you don't have no smoke, no courage when it comes to the Mighty Hebrew who humiliated your own wife. I saw the pictures, man. So is that why you're mad? Because I have the courage to stand up for somebody and you're in a relationship with that person, you have the courage to stand up for her? She tell you, well, that brother doesn't know me, he defends you. Why you don't defend me? Why are you really mad, man?
It's very simple, bro. The dude be violating. I don't got no time for that shit.
Violating what?
I'm not with this going back and forth and all that other stupid shit. This person said this.
Listen to how he talks. You know, wise and civilized. Now, I do use profanity towards those who defend rapists and pedophiles. Period. I'm not defending no rapists and no pedophiles, am I?
I'm not. This ain't no drama channel, bro.
This ain't no drama channel. You know that dude, man. Some of you haven't heard him, man. One time I played it. He's like, I'm representing for the motherfucker. Man, this dude is almost a drama queen. Almost a drama queen, man. He tries his best to relax, but he has some temper issue, man. He has some temper issue, man. That's why he can't debate. That dude cannot have a debate. He will have so many outbursts, man.
You like that? This ain't the place for you, Donnie.
We like fighting against child molesters and rapists. This is a noble cause. But have you ever heard Rabon saying anything against? Oh, one time he was bragging. I heard he was bragging about one of his neighbor. Apparently, he put hands on one of his neighbor for being a rapist or child molester. You know, but damn, your wife was humiliated, man. Somebody exposed his private part to her. That's what she told us. That's what she told others. She even told Trackfield. That bitch-ass Garfield made a whole live stream about the guy. Then he made the live stream private. Even Trackfield, the female cat, spoke on it. You ain't spoke on it. You're weak, dude. You're a weak dude, man. You should be ashamed, man.
So are you saying his channel is just built on that?
Bro, I'm done talking about this.
Like my channel is just the last 10 videos. What are you doing with the Christian apologists, man? Why don't you teach your lessons? Your 5% of lessons, man. Doesn't it say that Africans are living a jungle life and Africans are not civilized?
Bro, do you have any question? Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I got one more.
So you see, if he's asked what his issue is, oh, he's violating, man. I'm not doing the back and forth. He cannot even say anything specific, man. But his butt hurt because maybe, like people have alluded to, like people have claimed, maybe Scam Cheddar is his uncle. And the money's getting low now. They can scam less people. Now the debate, how many people did well, I'm gonna play it. How many people did he say there was during that debate?
And Shaka, did you get your money, your $1,000 from that?
I didn't get nothing yet. I was supposed to get it before the debate. That's what happened.
That one. I uploaded the video.
So what the hell Sarnetta look like getting in the ring?
Sarnetta is scared to death of me.
Damn right.
He will never face me in a ring. I'll pay him to get in the ring with me.
Pay him to get in the ring. How much?
How much? What does that matter?
It matters to me.
$100. I'll give you $100
to
get in the ring with me.
That's just lunch.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Yeah, I'll be scared too.
Put up 500. We can
No. I'll be scared too.
We're sending the money.
I'll put up 500. If I win it, I'll take the vote. I'll put it up. If I win it, I'll take the proceeds. All of them. All 15,000 that you got tonight. I'll take it. Because I did the math. 30 times 438.
That's all.
Then
he muted him. Did he say 438? Less than 500 people. For the debate between Garfield and Jabari, there was way more, man. I heard there was way more, man. The numbers coming low, man. They can scam less people now. You know?
That you just saw. I got one more for Reggie. Thank you, Rob Warren. Reggie.
I like that. I have one more for Reggie. Thank you, Rabon.
Brother Reggie, that's my name.
Okay, Brother Reggie. Yes, sir.
Brother Reggie, that's my name. What the heck is he talking about, man? On his YouTube page is Reggie Mabry. Brother Reggie, that's my name. See this condescending people? Like he has Brother Reggie on his documents or something, man. But anyway, I ain't tripping off that. Just being condescending, that's all. Because he He heard my name. And he knows he's a butler.
Uh,
And he knows who told the world that he's a butler. That after 30 years, he only has one peer-reviewed article, peer-reviewed by his friend who committed linguistic acrobatics and linguistic gymnastics. We know that he's been capping for a Simon fake. You know that he's still capping for Garfield, even though Garfield is a scammer. Rob Bourne, you don't care about scammers, do you?
do you care? Do you care to answer?
You have to ask your question, and
The brother just asked him a question. Do you care to answer? Man, please. Sounds like Tazaria. I have no recollection of you have to tell me what you're talking about. In what capacity?
What are your sentiments on Shaka and Dugu Kemet? I mean,
well, I'll just say this. Let me talk. Let me just talk. All right. So, I learned Metanetra from Dr. Ricchetti Amen,
who is a Kemetic priestess, bitch made dude. But when it's Jabari being a Kemetic priest, he took issues at that. He disrespected Jabari for years. But I already pulled this card several times. And he's like, I'm just talking to her. Like it makes any difference.
in 1986 or so. I've been in several organizations.
Reggie, don't answer that, bro. I removed him. I don't know why he want to talk about this dude. We don't talk about him, bro.
Damn, Robon is really, really hurt, man. What is that AB standing for the record? You don't mind telling us, man. Breaking down your mathematics. Tell us what's today's mathematics. Knowledge, cipher, and understanding. What's today's mathematics, man? Rolling with scammers?
Yeah. Okay. So at some point you're gonna hit me in the head to the white meat on diffusion, and that would be interesting because look, there's several periods. It's the ancient period of Egypt.
All right. So yeah. Bichas Reggie, who's been capping for a scammer, he knows that everybody knows that he's nothing but a butler. He served tea and coffee when Aaron carried the bags, carried the umbrella. He's xenophobic. He told Sekou, you talk to your people, I talk to my people. He would have never said that to Theophilo Benga. He would have never said that to Dr. Ben. He would have got slapped way in and way back. He's a bum. He's a failure. He's begging for cash. He's a beggar. Let's continue. Where were we? Timestamp. Exactly, we will take the clip. Law. Rob on salty because of Wisdom 7. That's his wife. She said she said he's my husband. You know. I told her, do you know we had a situation? She said, yeah, he told me. So she knows that. But on the real, man, can you imagine? And whether Size is an uncle or not, he's very close to Sal. He's going to talk about Noble Drew Ali, chewing nails and all that. They ain't going to talk about the dude who humiliated his own wife. He has to be butthurt, man. He just saw manhood in front of him. And he could change today. Tonight. But he won't do it. You can be a man tonight, Rabon. And you can call out the guy who humiliated your wife. That's if you care about her. Maybe he has several wives. You've been there with who violated him. I already explained. Rabon, your wife sure talked to that dude. Well, no, she participates in the chat. That's about it. I ain't going to try to, go there like, I'm in Europe. She's in America or Canada. Hey, I ain't slitting no DM. All the conversations been public, man. You know what I'm saying?
You gave his wife a space to speak about a person she said harassed her, humiliated her, and showed his penis to her. What the hell is this dude talking about? Go get him, Donnie. Scam Cheddar. Hold on. Scam Cheddar has all these grown men by the they can't even defend their own wives because they want exposure on a garbage platform, man. They want this. It's amazing. People want to talk about solution for black folks. The dude can't even defend his own wife, man. His own wife. And then they want to talk about solution. That's so funny, man. And that's what hurts him. That hurts his heart. That hurts his soul. And I'm sure he was able to get less chicks because they could say, man, I'm going to be with that dude. I'm going to be humiliated. And he ain't even going to defend me. No thanks. I'm good. Shaka, is you drop a needle on the floor, these dudes will say you did something to them. Yeah. If I drop a needle on the floor, yeah, like Nikki Santoro. Watch out, man. If you fall, they're gonna blame me. Shaka, you like these dudes' nightmare. You are worse than the white man. Snagotooth is a good nickname. I would like something that kind of rhymes, that has his name in the mix, but Donnie Williams turned his behind to mush. All the calisthenics and dude melted when he heard Shaka's name. Lol, both Shakas give Rob on nightmares now. Shaka got these kind of artists on tape, lol. I just hope Shaka almost got his money. 1,000 and however. Well, I'm sure Shaka almost was sending a message when he answered that question.
And Shaka, did you get your money, your $1,000 from
I
that?
didn't get nothing yet. I was supposed to get it before the debate. That's what happened with me and Jabari, why we didn't have a debate. I was told one thing and something else happened.
And maybe Reggie asked a question on purpose because Reggie and Shaka, they're very tight. They go way back. For those that don't know, at the time Shaka spoke, which was after the debate, he didn't get anything, and he was supposed to get the money before. Let's hear it again.
And Shaka, did you get your money, your $1,000 from that?
I didn't get nothing yet. I was supposed to get it before the debate. That's what happened with me.
I didn't get nothing yet. I was supposed to get it before the debate. And you see how he went real quick, real fast, real straight to the point, man.
And Shaka, did you get your money, your $1,000 from that?
I didn't get nothing yet. I was supposed to get it before the debate. That's what happened with me and Jabari, why we didn't have a debate. I was told one thing and something else happened.
I was told one thing and something else happened. Reggie did not even finish his question, and Shaka almost already, boom, went and answered, man. You should ask the other people who debated on this platform if they got paid. Seen the movie Scarface? I got ears. I hear things. Now, Scam Cheddar has a story to tell.
I was in that position and I couldn't open my mouth. They tore my ass up so bad. I literally had tears in my eyes, bro. I didn't cry like, woo, but my eyes was fucking watery.
When the Williams wrote zip down. 1,000 for Shaka Amos is an insult. He didn't even get it. At the time he spoke, he didn't get it. And he was supposed to get it before. Robon has both Shakas and Mighty Hebrew giving his behind nightmare. That's why he spends so much time in the gym and on the bar. Misplaced anger, and definitely misplaced, man. The person is his wife, Law. This person is his wife. Stayed in question mode like a boss. Yes, you did your thing, brother, until they kicked you out. But when Martin Luther King is called a bitch, it doesn't bother these people. You would think they made a greater contribution or equal contribution than Martin Luther King, man. Check in my head. You would beat Sanetta's behind for sure. Who?
I think so. Is he talking about a dumbass debate or actual fight? Major Bennett wrote, using criminal terminology is very suspect. People know what violated means. He's implying you did something criminal to him. That's how they talk, but they're using those big words to make people think that you did something very serious. But once again, the superiority complex comes into play. They feel superior, so the least you do, oh, I'm offended. Who do you think you are? Are you banana boat mother? I'm trying to come here and tell us something. That's a sick mentality that those guys have. And second, we found out the hard way, man. Do you really think on the HOKKK they're gonna let somebody who's non-FBA appear like he did better? Sekou, you're gonna find out. Rob on his food, man. I used to watch Rob on and his friend Black Panther, the ex-military mercenary for hire working in West Africa. Think they know more about Africa than continental Africans. Reggie did ask that question on purpose. Reggie's slick. He is slick, man. Ha 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 ha. Cuff, maybe in the part, ran off with the bag again. Either believe Sanetta's behind, there's some dumb people. Yeah, we'll see, man. But like I said, you should ask those guys who debated over there if they got paid. Because I got ears. I hear things. So, anybody wants to get on the panel? Link to get on. But yeah, okay, so that Q sucker came on too, hating crazy. And they were playing on that, like, oh, you see, you're cutting me off and stuff. Like, you're gonna go on their panel and criticize them, and they're gonna sit down like that for an unlimited amount of time. I'm telling you, man, most of these jokers online who don't criticize rapists and pedophiles, who don't mind when people celebrate the death of black folks, when people celebrate the death of Africans, man. And whether they're Hebrews or Lights or Christians or Muslims, dialogue with them with a given time. You say, okay, 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 3 minutes. Don't go over that. They will look like fools and straight up idiots, man. Yeah, no problem if you bet it. It's going to join us in about 15 to 20 minutes. Sai such a snake. He was enjoying when people were dissing Shaka Amos. But if it was to Zayak, he would cut them off real quick, you know? And even when you agree on the time frame, you seen what happened with Black Jesus Minister. Dude was talking over on my time and not being happy when I would interject by telling you, you know, it's my time. And that's one of the reasons those people are mad at me, because they had their little crew and they were acting like they were the big guys on the block. But there are some straight up suckers, man. And they know that. They could get on the panel. Rob Bone, you can't come on the panel. Choose any time limit. 1, 2, or 3 minutes, and we go back and forth on any topic of your choice. One thing they like to do also is like, well, the topic was this guy was off topic. Rob Bone acting like Shaka Amos didn't show that black people did great things with Kemet, as if there was no empire. He was responsible for lying to Cube about his intellect. They really think he's smart. Unfortunately, you know the American Idol. In England, they call it Pop Idol, I think. When you see like behind the scene footage, a selection process, you have some people who couldn't sing to save their life, man. But they really think they can sing, man. There are some people who really think they are thorough. Like many people in the chats, you know, the Twitter finger dudes, you know. See, so Bitchmate is trying to hype people up. That's in here hyping an OnlyFans lady, man. OnlyFans lady, man. The dude accused Nepal of stealing the money. Nepal is back. I heard she's a moderator. Maybe when I showed her comment, you know,
I did point out that she was a moderator. I don't remember, to be honest. I remember she was in the chat. No explanation, man. Nothing happened. What did he say about the mighty Hebrew? For those who don't know.
Let's not forget the mighty Hebrew nigga, who you get constantly on your channel, who's on all the Hebrews channel. Don't forget the mighty Hebrew, the bald head nigga, been already incarcerated in prison for molesting a young child. He came home and they violated him again because the nigga was trying to fuck with another child.
No explanation. It's all good. Young Hero, my brother, how you doing?
What's going on, Shaka?
I'm chilling, brother.
I see you doing what you do.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm glad to hear that Robborn is in his feelings when he hear my name.
Yeah, it's prophetic, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I don't know what you did to the guy, you know, but it's obviously that, you know, when people can't challenge you, that's all they get, you know, and that's all it comes down to, man. They know they can't challenge you or nothing, because if they had an issue with, yeah, like you said, he act like your channel is the last 10 videos, you know, so he know what you about, he know what you know what I'm saying? So all these guys, like I said, none of them wouldn't challenge you, because just like I said, that's how ignorant they are, because even Seiko and Chris and whoever trying to go against Shaka, but they saying his information was more powerful. So his information was more powerful. What it matter how he performed, or if he used a few bad words, or whatever the case may be, you know? So if you have for entertainment, and you know, Tazariak is one of the most disrespectful people. And
Martin Luther
so I
King a
know,
bitch. They didn't
yeah,
cry about
I
that.
know Shaka just respond to the energy, you know. So in saying that, you saying his information was better, but he lost. That doesn't make no sense. So why are we here?
Doesn't make any
You know what I'm
sense at all,
saying?
man.
And a lot of people was backing Shaka to show that, you know, this Bible they don't understand. These black people had nothing but the Bible to read. It didn't have nothing to do with them getting off their feet and, you know, taking charge, whether it's to kill, whether it's to whatever the case may be. They had to do it regardless of a book or not. You know what I'm saying? So in saying that, the Egyptian, everything from it, we, even today, even if people from Europe might have taken from Greek or wherever they took from, the Greeks took from African. It's not just Egypt, it's the whole Africa. People are always trying to separate it, you know what I'm saying? So in saying that, even the knowledge that we have today, it came from Africa. Regardless of who you think you got it from, they got it from Africa, and they will let you know themselves. So in saying that, African studies build civilizations, and the knowledge that people gain from them allow them to build their own civilizations. You know, so in saying that, the guy just proved his point that you can't build civilizations based on a Bible. It's never been done. You see what I'm saying? This is a myth that people believe. That's his lessons and teachings in order to conduct yourself in certain ways. Nobody's not disputing that. But these teachings was in ancient times as well. It's just different stories. Like I keep telling people, there are thousands of stories all over this world from now till back then, you know? So in saying that, yeah, man, and the guy was showing, I didn't see it, but from what I heard they were talking about, he was showing them how mental illness is one of the biggest things in black communities, you know, one of the most things that keep us down. So in saying that, once you have a mental illness, you wouldn't even understand where he's coming from. So he's just speaking to dead air, you know, that kind of way, because you wouldn't even confirm that you have a mental illness. And the majority, and that's a good point, the majority of people with mental illness, you know where they are, right? In religion, in churches. All of them used to be on drugs, they used to be in the streets, they used to be, and they found God. You know, that kind of way. You always hear the stories.
Yeah.
But not saying everybody. I'm just saying a lot of people just grew up on that because of their parents, you know, all kind of stuff. But yeah, so yeah, I just feel like, you know, even if I saw it, or I would never pay for that. But I'm just saying, I already know when it comes to information, Shaka would defeat this guy because this guy don't have no logic. You know what I mean? Everything is belief. You know what I mean? So in saying that, man, yeah, that's what it is, man.
And another reason also why they are all butthurt, all those Asiatic black men and other people, people in America who are xenophobic, who feel like, people outside of America cannot, teach anything at all. Not to them, but just teach, period, You never hear like, white Americans saying, some white Germans, oh, you can't teach us nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
You never hear white Americans say, white French people, oh, you can't teach us nothing. I'm a translator. I'm an interpreter. Sometimes I happen to translate at the hospital, and sometimes there's some skills that some French hospitals would teach to a group of people from America or other countries in Europe. And it
Yeah.
could be vice versa as well. But anyway, that being said, there's Dr. Wesley Muhammad who publicly challenged me to a debate. I accepted. We spoke about it on the phone, and then he backed down. They're really hurt about that because they know I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, who is Sekou supposed to go against?
For me, I have no idea about. I never heard about no debate or nothing like that. So
Oh yeah, there's an upcoming debate. I just forgot who it is that he's supposed to go against. But Sekou, I'm telling you, man. I don't know if you hear me now, but if he doesn't hear me now, I'm saying it for the record, man. It would be good if I'm wrong. But before the debate, they're going to put pressure on the dude, disrespect the dude, make fun of the dude. During the debate, there's going to be something shady, and after the debate, if they did that to Shaka Amos, you can imagine how they're going to do it with Sekou. They're basically gonna change the narrative, influence people so that more people say, well, yeah, he lost because of this, because of that. Because for them to say that Shaka Amos lost because of the way he was, his decorum or whatever disrespect. I mean, what matters is the information. You don't like the way he delivered it, it's your problem. It's like Ali Abdul Muhammad got sit down or suspended, and when Farrakhan made the press conference, he said, we stand by the truth. That he said that he disagreed with the manner in which he said it. You have to be kidding me. So please tell me, who is Sekou supposed to go against? We hear it, but it's the most ignorant white Americans that do. Okay, well, I never heard it from white Americans, but Sekou wants to be down with them. Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter who's going to go against, but, they will do that to him, man. They will do that to him, man. Man, those guys, man, their lessons, man. All these years, just like those dudes read the Bible, they can quote the Bible all right. If you ask them for artifacts, for what they're talking about, that's when you can hear all right urinate, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's another time, I think it was on Pseudo Killers. Somebody brought up some figures about Nation of Islam members, and he asked a person to show and prove, and I showed that it was actually more than the person had estimated. So many reasons, but he's been dissing Kemetic people for a long time. And when he saw that his men buckled under the pressure, and I said that the Dagger Squad is dead, that really hurt his soul and spirit, man. Those guys really thought they were a top team, man. I mean, when's the last time we heard about the Dagger Squad? All that noise because Reggie put a battery on Beach House, what's the name? Garfia's back. He put a battery on his back. Now, Rob Bone, gullible, impressionable brother. Do you really believe that Garfield has a bachelor's degree in history? Have you seen it? Are you going to lie like other people? Chris was clear.
See, I've been real nice towards you, dog. You ain't even got a bachelor's. I dare you to come forward now, my nigga, and show everybody that fake-ass bachelor's degree that you showed me. Or
that fake-ass bachelor's degree that you showed me. Now, do you really, Varbon, or anybody else at Rosie Trifield, do you really believe that he was once a millionaire?
No, but why is the Hebrew? NOR. I don't talk about the NOR, but I talk about the Black Hebrew Israelites because, all right, my mom is a history teacher.
Okay.
I love history. I have a bachelor's degree in history.
Okay.
So history.
He has a bachelor's degree in history, and he sent an invoice for $1,800. Rob Bone, how does he feel to be down with a known scammer? Did you scam with him too? Now I heard Rob Bone didn't ride with that. What is it? Sting operation. I heard he didn't ride with that. That's a bit too much, man. But we haven't forgotten, man. The police needed Garfield to apprehend somebody that violated his daughter. Come to find out, his daughter, somebody stole something from her. We don't even know if it was like, purse snatching, theft with violence, or pickpocketing. Police don't even pay Garfield no mind. He should not even have put these videos, but he wanted to prove that something serious happened, man. I remember saying, well, if you knew what happened to him, you know what I'm saying? If it would have happened to me, I would be in prison. I would be in jail. Man, this dude created something made up to justify him not stepping up to the debate. And I know some Jamaican who told me that they don't celebrate, they don't have any funerals on December 24th. The dude is a straight liar, a straight scammer. Bone F4G has testified that his brother was scammed by Garfield. How does he feel, Rob Bone? How are you going to be mad at me, but you roll with a known scammer, man? You ought to be ashamed of yourself, man.
Yeah, you heard what he said, right? He said, I don't bang on NOI, but I bang on Hebrew Israelites. I don't get this dude. Like, what is he doing? Like, either you against religion or you're not. So why are you banging on one group and not the other? And all of them is cowards, just like Sa, because he don't do that neither. They don't want no part of the Muslims, especially where they at, I guess, because for some reason it's funny, man, because even their so-called messenger was a white man,
Yeah, he was white.
A white man with black slaves.
And that's why you have the black percenters, because Clown's 30 next that they call Father Allah, he wouldn't rock with that, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately the guy who came to teach them all this stuff is the white dude called Father Muhammad. Yeah. And the funny thing is that some of them will say, oh, you wasn't a white man and stuff like that. I don't know if he's really his uncle. Killer B said that Saneda is his uncle, but Katazar, the dude is white. The dude is white. And that dude was invited on Saneda's platform, did an interview on Saneda's platform, but then Saneda's going to say he wasn't a white man. So when the dude disrespected Polite, it was cool. Who came to his defense? See, we hear Scam Cheddar on tape disrespecting that West Indian who is black. Say, oh, you come to the aid of the white man, you come to the defense of the white man. Who came to the defense of the white man? Wasn't it Tazaryak and all these other Hebrew Israelites? I mean, it's just so funny, man. They talk that black talk, man, but they are all over the place. All over the place.
Yeah, it's all about money, man. You see, they were even arguing about talking about money on the show today and betting and all kind of nonsense, So that's what it is. And the other character was over there as well, I told you all of them is agents. The same young boy that came over here one day.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, the
or whatever
guy with the kufi on.
Telescope channel or something like that.
Oh, that young guy, yeah. Well, I don't mind. They can go everywhere they want, but they know they cannot come here and talk some foolishness. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they send some people, so young people have some things to prove, and it never went well. I mean, even Reggie doesn't want it. Even Onk didn't want it. I told Onk, look, come on my panel. He said no. I said, I'll come to your panel. He said no. And guess what? Sanetta came to my panel. Unc came with his bitch ass. And I'm sorry to say bitch ass. I'd rather call him a punk than a bitch ass. So, I'll take that back, Unc. I think you're lame, but I'd rather call you a punk rather than, using the B word
They
towards you.
follow their master wherever he goes.
Yeah. No, it's a shame, Unc, man. It's a shame for real. But it's no longer Unc, it's Bobby Banger, man. Man, you could have done better, but I understand, over the years, he didn't have anything popping. The shoes were not selling. I don't know if his book was released, and it is what it is. He never specialized in anything. He talks about, scientific literacy. It's all good to say those two words together, but, what are you teaching, homie? You big xenophobic and try to make excuses for it. Talk you behind off when you know you're wrong and try to make yourself sound right. I mean, man. Has Unc ever debated anybody over there on the HOK? It would be a disaster if there's time, but you cannot have a debate without any time frame. But it is what it is, man. He made his choice, man.
A disaster, Shaka.
It would be a disaster for real, man. I mean, but it is what it is, man. Reggie's a butler, is lame. Now that he's xenophobic, then Rob Bone is cool with the dude. Those guys feel like Black Americans are superior than everybody else on the planet Earth. That's one of their problems.
Yeah, you know where they got that mentality from? That mentality from that same European. I think I'm better than everybody.
Yeah,
and
but,
that's the funny thing about it, bro. They getting treated one way from other people, other races, but they worried about their fighting against their own race. They ain't worried about all the other races doing them bad. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, it's like I told you, right? Yeah, it is what it is for the most part. Who want to do what? Yeah, if they want to be the fools, let them be the fools.
Yeah, and then
they don't bring out no new information. They don't talk about nothing we haven't heard for the last 10, 15 years. So whatever they're debating is just recycling the same nonsense again, where you could just go up on Google and look it up yourself. So if you want to be the fool, like, go ahead, buddy.
Rob Bone, you don't want to talk about me. You act like you're butthurt. I understand. Go against Sekou. One more debate, equal time. He will eat you alive. He will eat you alive. Most of the time that dude's on the phone, man, he acts like he's cool and calm, man. He has a very hard time controlling himself. And he knows I called him out a long time ago. He didn't want it, So far, man, there's a long list of people that got the work. Teenager Yara got the work. Napasha Da got the work. Lord Abba got the work. And even though he tried to deny it back from the Amarawa squad 3 times in a row, we were supposed to have a discussion. He couldn't make it every time he had an excuse.
Yeah, and he acting like you the one that run away or something. I saw him
He always does
one
that.
time.
He always does that. He always act like, yeah, stop running from me. Hey, you scared? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, I ain't gonna trip on Lord Abba. You know what I'm saying? When he came, when I was a guest on his platform, he's like, I'm gonna come out of retirement. But who else got the work? Black Jesus Minister got the work. Tazaya got the work, even with the help of Bicha Sanetta, and he didn't want to debate at the end. You know what I'm saying? So Dr. Wesley Muhammad got the work. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many, and they know this, man. They know this, man. But hey, you can disagree with me. You don't have to hate me, but stop using all these big words and violating me. You sound like a chick, you know what I'm saying, who got snatched in an alley or something. He violated me. Please.
Yeah.
Don't talk about Shaka. He violated me. Bloody hell, man. So go against Sekou if you dare. Sekou will eat you alive, man. He will eat you alive, man. Rabon. A disappointment. A disappointment, man. Your own wife. You won't even stand up for your own wife. All the time the Mighty Hebrews being on that panel, you never said Jack. And you have the nerve
Never
to say,
brought it up
well, I
once.
violated you. Somebody violated your wife, man. What you gonna do? That's what being a man is. Go ahead, young Who. Sorry.
Nah, you good, man, Shaka. You know, like I tell you, these guys are characters. That's all there is to it.
You know what? I'm gonna change the title of this video. I'm gonna change it to Robin's wife was violated and he won't stand up for her. Robin's wife but violated and he won't stand up for her. There it is. There it is now. Done. Like this new title, man. You know what? I'm gonna add, if I have enough space, something about him being cool with scammers. Too busy tapping for scammers. Boom. I like that title. And I'm going to share it in my community timeline so they can see the title is different. All these years, Kimet is dead, Kimet is dead, Kimet is dead. Tiger Squad is dead. There it is, man.
Dagger Squad was never alive, Shaka. Kemet was actually a civilization. What is Dagger Squad?
Dagger Squad sounds very close to Amen Ra Squad. Yeah. Yeah, man. Dude's running with some scammers. A platform they invited convicted rapists, convicted child molesters, organization that defend convicted child molesters, making stuff up and teaching Jack. Track for scamming people, lying about his credentials, lying about the police operation, talking about Jabari's sperm count. P. Bennett has joined us, man. How you doing, brother?
Good, brother. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother.
Yeah, I have to start off by saying I think this is so funny, man. This is a really funny episode here today. You know, it's embarrassing. It's almost like I think I'm getting the feeling like you pretty much wiped the floor with all of them, intellectually speaking. You know, it's an embarrassment, man. It's an embarrassment. I get the sense that many of them feel embarrassed. I mean, they don't have the same snap they used to have. And I think that only happens when you basically get put in your place, you know? And you know, all I could say is that, you know, it's not really you doing it. It's just you being observant and paying attention and being well collected. And, you know, and these guys, they act like they've been out drinking, partying, getting high and drunk, not paying attention to anything, trying to avoid reality with drugs and sex and anything to avoid the reality. And now it's creeping up on them, the reality, you know? And a lot of other people have been following suit with you, Shaka, just patiently watching, you know, being collected, a little more collected than these guys have been, you know, and that's what happens when you get lazy, you take people for granted. Yeah, the reality sinks in, man. So, you know, it's just starting to look more pathetic day by day now. It's really like the curve is really setting in now. It's really, you know, it's it's hitting a point. It's hitting a point where, it is really going to start going in the other direction, the snowball for these guys. It was going up the mountain, it was going up, up, up. But when the trajectory changes, it can only go down, 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 down. And I think they're starting to smell it. Um, yeah. As far as Shaka Amos is concerned, I hope the brother gets his money. $1,000 is really not enough for you, brother. I mean, I gotta say that much. People pay taxes these days, and if you consider tax, that's less than $1,000. So, I would ask for more
It's too
myself.
late now. Too late now.
Yes,
Should have been
it's
done
too
before.
too late. Too
But
late.
if you
You
can
gotta
get
think
at
of it.
least the money that was agreed upon.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, man. I don't know what it is. I have some respect for Shaka Amos, his academia and his study. And he seemed like a real dude. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. I don't know him personally, but I would just say, uh, don't mix yourself up with people that don't appreciate you. And whatever it is you got linked up with Sonetta is not even a tenth of the man you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should just really not let him waste your potential, or waste your energy, or waste your time, man. He don't appreciate it. Um, yeah, but Rob Bourne again, yeah. I don't know the brother. I never seen. I've only heard bits and pieces. But yeah, when your own wife is on a channel, defending herself, literally calling a man a scumbag, lying piece of dirt, calling him a pedophile and all these other things, and you knew all of this stuff and you never said nothing, and you let Sonetta and them build with this man, and you don't have no problem with that. That's a very bad look. No one will take you seriously. Nobody. And no one should. I definitely don't. I would never do that. I'm sorry to say that. Uh, that that means you stand up for the wrong shit. Um, yeah. So you know, yeah, man.
He was
People got to
stand up.
grow up.
He was stand up for Garfield though.
Yeah, Garfield's in there. Talking about zip it up and rub it down, little boy, and all this stuff. It's like tingle,
He come
tingle,
he come too
whatever.
fast. Oh my goodness.
I mean, man,
He
it's like
stand up for
something.
Garfield, but not for his own wife, man. Dang.
Well, you know what I could say, Shaka, is this. Sometimes as a man, you gotta walk your own path. It's not always good to be with the group, and the guys that know how to walk their own path, they know their own value. They tend to know their own value. They tend to represent a little stronger, even when they do link up with others. Guys that know how to walk their own path, when they link up with other guys that know how to walk their own path, they tend to get shit done. And guys that don't know how to walk their own path, they tend to group up in these big groups that are like marshmallows. In the end, nothing happens, and yeah. So I guess it's a form of weakness, you could say, and superiority complex. Yeah, that kind of thing. Needing someone else, another man, to always tell you how who's right and you're okay, you belong in the group, and eh, get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. What man need to be like that? You don't need that.
But
But
brother, I'm sorry, but you know what you just said. I didn't know that Robin was her husband. She said, I need to ask my husband. And no surprise, he said, no, don't speak over there. So not only he's not standing for her, he's not letting her speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he have to keep the charade going, Shaka. They all, he can't go against his big uncle and the whole charade and trying to get debates and be seen and money and they look over everything, Shaka. Child molestation don't matter to them. They ain't got time for all of that, bro. They stuck on their biblical narrative, they gonna keep these. That's all they about, bro.
Out of respect for the lady, man, I'm gonna change the title, man. Out of respect for the lady, man. And I think I'm gonna put like,
She ain't
Diamond
got a
Squad.
real man, though. She ain't got
Yeah,
a
but
real man.
I don't want her to, he's gonna be bugging now. You know what I'm saying? And, you're gonna put his frustration on her. So I think I'm gonna put you know, what should I put?
You
That
ain't
dude is not
responsible.
that dude is not even important to me. So putting his name, I did that once when I called him out, and that's what everybody saw. He left a comment on the video too. So it's clear he didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
maybe when he came on, he was acting like he wants to get down, and I was like, man, I called you out like a year ago or something. What should I put? It's really out of respect for the lady, man. Don't want her to have problem with that weak
yeah.
dude.
Just remove the wife part.
So
I don't know, man.
I don't even want to put his name in the mix, man. It's gonna feel important. Even the butler race is not important, so these dudes is even less important, man. Should I put?
Donnie, I really like what you did, man. I mean, it was solid. It was you took the opportunity as a thinking man, and you really, when you asked that question, you really got a chance to see some of the lamest responses. I mean, these guys are like, man, I would never have them in my crew. I would never walk that. I don't know people like that in real life. I don't. I don't. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are not men. They're not men. That's all I could say. I wasn't
These
expecting that.
guys are
I
not
feel
men.
even,
There's
yeah,
the title.
I
There's the
feel even
title.
like less impressed than I ever felt. Like, I almost feel like I made these guys feel special or some shit. Like,
What
my God.
happened? You got your ticket, Bennett? You watched the debate?
Yo, no, oh hell no, hell no. I'm telling you, I would never watch that goddamn debate. Like I told you before, who could lose this debate? This debate is something that was solved 20 years ago. You know what I mean? What the hell would I look like trying to hear their debate? You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Oh my God. I could have watched the debate a month ago, but as soon as what's the guy's name? The comedic brother, who's the champ, the champ. Soon as Jabari,
Jabari.
yeah, as soon as I found out Sonetta ran off with the money, I told you one time, you think I would ever give him my money after that? Hell no. I wouldn't even consider it for 1 second. I would consider anybody who did a goddamn fool. I'm not a fool. You go do your thing. But as far as the debate about Kemet in the Bible, I mean, what's the debate? What is the debate? I'm always up for to hear some things, but let's be honest, there's no debate. There's no debate. This is just a bunch of scam artists trying to hustle people. Well, most of them, not all of them, of course, but most of them. And as far as Nepal, go get your money, girl. Go get your money. I hope you take all that money. They deserve it. Take all that money. Whip Sonetta, get him wrapped around your finger. He's a sucker. Take that money again. You know what I mean? Get yours, girl. Go ahead.
You see, if you Bennett, you inspired me with a new title. I used your quote. These guys are not men. You see, that's how we named the video.
People quote me often, man. By the way, it's for free, bro. It's for free.
Good fella Nella. Okay, I said join us. He's a subscriber. I mean, he's a supporter. Join us live now. He wrote that. Let me show you the comments. It's better. So let me show the comments.
I didn't even know that, man. So that's a video responding to Scam Cheddar, who came on a panel on his birthday. Unfortunately, you know, sometimes he does that. You see, it says 3 comments. Well, we do have 3 here, but if I do sort by newest first, then boom, I have a 4th one. So this is what he wrote. Make sure that it's sharing. Yes. He wrote, so Frankie really got paid by Zulu Nation. Yeah, I should have known when he did not write he, but I guess that's what he meant. When he apologized live on air to Bambata for the accusations. Hassan said he confronted Bambata at a meeting strapped with 2 guns and made him cry and apologize. So the child rapist himself already admitted and apologized. How can his crackhead turn around and protect him? Goodfellow called him a crackhead, and many people made allusion to that back in the days. But you know, what Funk wrote, I didn't know that Sa apologized to Bambata. I wonder if he's gonna apologize for to Martin Luther King's family. Because on his platform, somebody said that Martin Luther King and shit that the Bible says he deserves death, and what he did was against God. And this is the guy who said that the God of the Bible, how come he doesn't say that Sanetta is against God? Since Sanetta said that the God of the Bible is a bipolar mother.
There's nothing special about you because you following some spook ass God, some God who we know is narcissistic, who's demonic, who's a goddamn liar, who's bipolar. The God of the Bible is a bipolar motherfucker. There's nothing special about.
But Wildfang is asking why Butler Reggie doesn't go on his own channel. And Donnie Williams wrote, I got more subscribers than him. And that's the thing. See, on his own channel, and nothing's gonna pop off. And he knows that very well. Actually, he probably tried. No, not Garfield. Butler Reggie. Butler Reggie.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I remember he made a trailer. He made a trailer about him teaching.
Is just a fake bodybuilder. That's all he was, man.
I mean, I don't even care even if he was a real bodybuilder.
Be tough guy, you know?
Even if he won like Mr. Olympia, you know what I'm saying? The dude is standing for his squad of dudes. He's standing for track field, the scammer, but he's not standing for his own wife. But, you know, hey, I ain't trying to cause nothing in their relationship. If they're happy, that's beautiful. On the pictures that I've seen, they looked happy. I wish them the best as a couple. But he knows that's not a good look. He knows that. He knows that. Yeah. You know. So I know I don't want that lady to have trouble.
When you give out that energy, you better be ready to receive it. You know. But
hey man, this dude is running around saying I violated him, man. There's those big words. And you know they have this. You know, Young Hero, they have the same vocabulary, the same talking points. But go ahead, Young Hero.
No, I was just saying, yeah, these Hebrew Israelites, Yahweh is who they look as their Messiah, right? These black
Hebrew, that God, the Messiah God, right? Will be Jesus, yes, or Moses, you know, depending on perspective. But go ahead.
Oh, okay, because so Yahweh is the so-called God.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's Jehovah.
Oh, Jehovah, and this Jehovah was never a man. It was Jesus that was the messenger in the flesh and blood.
Yeah, some would say it was the Son of God. You know, others would say it was just a prophet.
After they start saying he is God. But I was just saying because
not the Hebrews though, some Christians, but Hebrews don't say that.
Yeah, because it's the same Hebrews, the same Israels that basically had him killed, right? Then they had a choice to choose between he and the thief or something like that in the story.
Oh yeah. They chose people chose a thief. I think he was a murderer. I think he murdered somebody, but we'll have to double check. You know, I make a mistake there. They say, you see, he doesn't know the Bible. But yeah, according to the story, yeah, the crowd chose a thief over Jesus Christ. Yes.
That's crazy, man. I mean, these stories is just so stupid. It's just so, contradiction in every way. Like, it just don't make no damn sense. And
Just like
then
today.
later on, they trying to say that's their Messiah, the same one that they, yeah. Okay.
But in this case, Shaka Ndugu Kemet would be their Jesus figure. That's the only difference. They're
I
trying to
wouldn't say
channel
that.
it
They're
to
going to say
the-
we're blaspheming right now, you know? I mean, they have so much respect for the writing of the Europeans, man. And then they talk
If
about
look,
white supremacy. Maybe
Listen,
Traffic was working security for Senator's side security company. Did he have a side
if,
security company for real? I thought you were joking earlier. That's how he ended up being Spike Lee's bodyguard. For
I
those who
don't know
don't
what
know,
kind of company that is.
Trackfield is on tape saying that he used to bodyguard for um Spike Lee. I think I made a video about that. I called it, female cat energy. Let me just look for it here. Put that cat. Oh, I thought I did. I played it, but let me type
So
energy.
if Jesus was alive, right, today, what do you think they would do? You think they would turn his ass in also? You think they would what do you
Damn
think they
right,
would do
nigga.
about Jesus?
If I came out here flying and doing all that and tell them I'm their new Messiah, they gonna send some missiles at me, boy. You crazy? If I
What do
go
you think
split
would
the
be
water, the sea,
who
and I
would
do
turn you in? Do you think
all
Tazariak
kind of
would turn you
miracles.
into them?
Yeah, they gonna say I'm voodoo and I'm witchcraft and he's an African. That's what they go say. You feel me? All that nonsense they be talking, they don't want to see it in reality. They gonna be spooked out.
I found a video. Now, it's very, very brief, It's called Hello Kitty. So here we can see Trackfield, looking good. Just listen to this kitty energy right there.
Let me say this to brother Tory. Again, I'm gonna say this from the heart, bro. I was a Christian. I messed with Rastafarianism. I was in the NOI deep. I used to bodyguard Spike Lee in Brooklyn in the projects, saying I'm gonna take bullets for the dude. All right, NOI put me in that position. Now, at the end of the day, I left all of that because of growth. You're at a level right now. You see, religion is like a school, like you have 6 grades. You have level 1, you have level 2, level 3. Right now, you're at your level. I can't force you to be where you need to be. You got to see it for yourself. Because what we do, family, is we leave Christianity and we run right into Kemet. And we feel like, oh, we saved now. And it's the same spooky nonsense. So at the end of the day, I'm going to say this to you, beloved. Do what you do based on your growth. I'm not.
Is that why you're trying to teach that Jesus is
cool.
historical, Garfield?
Don't change the subject.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We have no proof or evidence for that?
Hey, so I can ask the question and I got to do
Now, hold on. Chris Harris is going. He's asking Garfield question.
Because I'm hearing a contradiction.
Every man for himself. Enter if you dare. Go ahead, Chris.
What I'm asking here is he's telling him, he's making these inferences, speaking on things like people leave Christianity and run right back up into Kemet. That's a sweeping statement. But he himself teaches that Jesus is a historical character. Yet we have no proof or evidence of him. Uh-oh. Suetonius, Tacitus, Josephus, none of those people are actually talking about him.
No response, Garfield?
Nah, I'll pass.
All right.
This female cat. Nah, pass.
No response. He's a character.
And that was just before his debate with Jabari, man. I'm not mistaken,
He
because I
always
see
trying
you.
to downplay religions like he moved on and he got wiser, but he's disrespecting Kemet and then still trying to prove things in the same religion as facts. Like this guy is the most confusing.
But check this out. Check this out though. He said he was a Christian. He dealt with Rastafarianism. Then he was in the NOI deep, and he was a bodyguard for Spike Lee. He said he was through the NOI that he got to bodyguard Spike Lee. And he also wrote that he was a student of biblical history for the last 30 years, man. This guy did it all. I mean, people said he did a credit card. Hold on.
And he also said he was a millionaire.
Yeah. He did some credit card. He was into credit repair. I mean, man.
Yeah,
And he has a bachelor's degree in history. I mean, he did it all, man.
I'm about to say the same thing.
Man. Some people they can't.
And he's also said he was a spy for the British intelligence.
I know if I was a millionaire, I would be all over the world showing and prove. I would be in Egypt. I would be, boy, you crazy. If I had money, you think I would have no 9 to 5 and wasting my life? I would do one place I always say I want to go, especially when my daughter age 18 years old or so, is go Africa. I don't care where it is, if it's Ghana, Tanzania, wherever. I just want to go and see it just for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And the only place I know he's been to abroad, besides Jamaica, so he claimed, but he's from over there, so he may have gone there, is London. And maybe he went to join some family over there. The Jamaican people are massive over there. I live there, you know what I'm saying? There's many, and it was advertised in his book, you know what I'm saying? So bachelors of history, and so there it is. This dude was a Christian. He was with Rastafarianism. Was in the NOI deep. He was a bodyguard through the NOI, bodyguard for Spike Lee. He had some credit card. He did some credit repair. He had a couple of $1 million. He has bachelor history. I forgot to write, a student of biblical history for the last 30 years, man. The dude started when he was 9 years old, man. I mean, the dude writes a book and he has a bachelor's degree in history, but he doesn't mention that on the book. That's he's and these people like Rob Bourne, gullible impression. Oh, I forgot. And the singer. I mean, let me type that again. Let me type that, man. So,
very good singer.
Christian, Rasta, Nation of Islam, bodyguard, it's a promoter of a credit card used to do credit repair.
Millionaire.
Received a couple of, it's better to say millionaire. I'd rather say received. Received a couple, you know what? F it. Millionaire. Quicker. Millionaire. Bachelor of History and singer. Singer. Zip it down. Oh my goodness, that's track field right there. And that Rabon is capping for him like crazy, man. Man, those dudes, they were scamming together, man. Scam Cheddar, Polite, track field. Why do I say Polite? Senator said it himself. He was scammed as well. Track field and many other people, man. We look at Senator as the Black Jerry Springer. Oh my goodness.
On steroids.
On steroids, man. Oh my goodness, man. It's such a mess. The trial is coming up. The pressure's building up. We're going to have some revelations, man. Their names, man. I'm saying it, man. The Dagger Squad is dead. I will destroy the Dagger Squad, all the members together against me, or any members individually. And they can start tonight. You can holler at me right now. Right now. I get everybody off the panel. We'll agree on the time. And then we get it on. You know you guys are lame. You were just hype. You were just hype. You need to get on the panel. I never seen such a panel, such a channel like Senator's channel that's hyping up some lames. Some dudes who are pseudo, man. Pseudo as heck, Real pseudo, man. Making stuff up. Just lying to their teeth. And they are hyping each other up, man.
Another likes to say, "Oh, he's a scholar." What you
And
talking
you know
about, man?
what?
Yeah, go ahead,
And the
brother.
dude that he known the longest that actually does have some real knowledge, he offered $1,000. That is terrible, man.
He offered, but he didn't give it. Last we heard, he didn't give it, man. For those who just came recently, gotta hear this.
And Shaka, did you get your money, your $1,000 from
I
that?
didn't get nothing yet. I was supposed to get it before the debate. That's what happened with me and Jabari, why we didn't have a debate. I was told one thing and something else happened.
I'm sure Reggie asked that on purpose.
Reggie,
sure.
and then Reggie say he was talking about
Yeah, later on.
Nephtali.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's
But it's
like, you know.
funny that Shaka respond that way, like that's all he's getting. Like what? I know it ain't so.
Not all he's getting, brother Young Hero. He said he didn't receive anything.
I know. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying though, Shaka, if that's all he was supposed to get, I don't see it. Like, oh, you gonna get only that, bro, from over 10,000. You should get at least 3 to 4,000. Like, yeah, at least 3. You and Captain get 3 each, and he go with the rest or whatever. But
They
I
agreed
don't
on
like.
some.
I
They
don't
agreed on
watch.
some price. They agreed on some price beforehand.
Yeah, but
You know?
I'm saying, man, like it's all about the numbers. If you ask me, it's all the numbers. Then you crunch the numbers after. But yeah, I don't watch. Yeah, that's on them. You know, I don't watch people pockets. I don't care. Do what they do. But you know what I mean. Like I said, who wants to be entertained by these kind of things? That's up to them, bro. Like it's the same thing in church. When they go church, they want to be entertained and feel good, and they give their money up. By the time you know, what I mean, 100 people in the church give $10-20 each. You know what I mean? You do the that's every Sunday, and that's every city have 10 different churches. So in saying that, bro, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? People are still stuck on stupid, indoctrinated by these books, and act like it's worth more than life itself. I would never put no book in front of me, just like I would never bow down to no flesh and blood, regardless of what attributes you say you have. Whatever the person might have done, I don't even know if the person exists or not because that wasn't in my time. I don't know who wrote the book. I don't know, regardless of what book we're talking about, even if it's ancient books, you know what I'm saying? So in saying that, when I see and prove as physical form what it does, I look at the creator as nature, because nature is everything, whether it's the sun, the water, the rocks, the earth you live on, you, the animals, the trees, the fruits, everything upspring from a seed, you know what I'm saying? So it just showing you that everything is nature, and within nature you are in it. Like without nature you don't exist. So that's your creator. So you could come up with all kind of myth stories, all kind of attributes for man, and their intuition and their need to know, you know what I mean, whether it's scientists or spiritually, you know what I mean? That's all good. But at the end of the day, when you show and prove, is nature is what helps you show and prove. And a matter of fact, a lot of these spiritual concepts came from observing nature, you know, and experiencing with nature. So yeah, that's just how I see everything. So if anybody want to waste their time on biblical literature as its priority, you know, that's on them. But like I said, show and prove, any man or any pharaoh or any king that walked the earth, they did it with power, with force, with, you know, with communities. You know, they didn't do it by themselves. They didn't write a book and people just say, okay, you the king, okay, you the pharaoh, okay. Just like these people with the Pope and all of them. They didn't just say, yeah, I'm the Pope and this and that. No. If y'all don't respect what I said, y'all dying, y'all being enslaved. Y'all you know what I mean? So people could act like the writings is what make these people what they are, but no, in reality, they had to do it physically. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah.
Facts.
I'm sorry, I was a bit distracted because Andrea Burnett wrote, I chuckle every time I hear her say tonight. And I asked her if she's seen the movie Superfly. She wrote, I'm sure I have. It's definitely been a while. And some of you probably remember the scene. I haven't seen the movie Superfly. I just saw a few scenes. I think I tried to watch it once, but I didn't really catch on to it. So I saw a few scenes. I'll probably fast forward a little bit. But this last scene, I'm just gonna show it. They might get me the copyright match, whatever. But just that part where it says tonight. Well, understand why I go like that tonight. Now here it is.
This ain't the first time for you, Trick. I've had to wait for as long as a month on you for my money. You trying to take advantage of me, Freddie. This time your black ass is going to work.
Priest, all I do is sell coke, man. I don't do no violence. I don't mess with no fine.
Listen, nigga, don't argue with me, man. I'm trying to give you a chance. Now, you don't get me my money tonight. I'm gonna put that young girl of yours out on Horse Road.
So there it is. You understand now why I'm so tonight. That scene just killed me. Every now and then I watch that scene. Oh man, you overdid it, man. You overdid it. When Apostle did the math, so I cut him off quick. Yes. I hope Shaka was listening, especially if he's only going to get $1,000. I wonder how Apostle knew the amount of people who were there.
Because
I think they used the Zoom.
He probably bought his ticket so he could have seen like the people that buy the ticket, probably was seeing who on the chat, who on the everything, like just like a regular stream.
Well, I think they use Zoom.
Oh,
because StreamYard, they won't let you. I mean, they came up with a new thing which is called so you can do some webinars basically on StreamYard, but I think they use Zoom, and I wouldn't expect that people will see the amount of participants, but who knows? Maybe they do, but
maybe Apostle have some insight.
yeah, maybe has some insight. I don't think he would have a Apostle as part of the organizers, but who knows? Maybe he did, because probably that's what happened with Nepal last time. He doesn't want the stuff to be in his name, so he doesn't pay taxes, so he gets other people.
That's
deal with
probably
it. But
why he
somehow,
brought her
somewhere,
back. You see, she back all of a sudden.
I don't know, but but he gave that figure. What I'm saying. Now his calculation was a bit off because he said 438, I think, and that would not be 15,000. That would be 13,000. This I think it's 438. And if you do that times 30, yeah, that's 13,000. Besides, apparently the tickets were cheaper first.
Yeah, it was 25.
And later on, I think it
The
went up
last
or
day.
something. Yeah, what I'm saying. But even if it's 25, that would be $10,000. That's why I've put over $10,000. Two awesome actors. Well, I don't know the other actors to be honest. And Ron O'Neill, I mean, he did a part 2. There was the Superfly part 2, and I forgot the exact title. You can see the amount of participants in Zoom. Oh, you can. Okay, well there it is then. There it is. So it's very easy to know. You know what I'm saying? But with Jabari, man, I think they said it was 800 or 900 people. So it's like twice as less. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
It doesn't pay to be the nice person, the nice trusting person in these kind of deals. You got to be the person that's just like, I'm going to destroy some property if I don't get my shit.
Well, I
that's
mean,
how unfortunately.
Yeah, I was
Go
ahead, Chaka.
No, go ahead, brother.
No, I was saying I was watching Jabari something. I didn't look at all of it, but yeah, he was speaking on this Easter thing and trying to show how even the Easter concept arrived from
earlier, right? The live stream earlier.
Yeah, I just saying like we don't, like I said, it's no need to try to prove anything. You know what I mean? Like it's pointless. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, he's doing a good thing by letting people know. But as far as the believers, they're not going to identify with Africa, bro. Regardless of what, they're already Europeanized. They've been going through this thing for hundreds of years now. So maybe the young ones, you know, the young ones, because the young ones don't care about any religion or any spirituality because of the society we live in today. You know, not even the parents. Even if my parents were, my mother especially is Christian, I still appreciate her because you know what I'm saying.
Of course,
Yeah,
brother.
because she
You're
was.
gonna do like Gorilla Hebrew and call your own mother a devil, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? My mother was the best, is the best person I know to walk the earth, as far as I know. You know what I mean? And people that barely even know how to call her a saint. You know what I mean? So I don't be like, they don't even know. Like sometimes I call her Black Jesus because it's that serious with her. But I'm just saying, she teach me and my brothers and sisters morals and principles and respect. You know what I mean? So if religion help her to be that way, I have no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? But in saying that, these generations after, they didn't even have these kind of parents. The parents didn't go to, you know, they go into clubbing. They 50 some years old with wigs and the tightest clothes on. They, you know what I mean? Some, it have people that would tell stories how they 10 years old and seeing their mother coming home with all kind of different men, and you know what I mean. So they out in the streets at 10, 11 years old, and so that's the thing we've been going for the last, you know, 5 decades or so. So that's why you see the world the way it is, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. And
Yeah, the
young
crack
children,
babies. Yeah.
yeah, young children killing each other and all kind of thing because people don't understand it. Yeah, like you said, from the 80s. So it's just messed up, you know. In reality, it don't show and prove. So all these people talking like Sekou tell them, they ain't got no power. They, you know, there's a few people that living okay because they working, you know, and they, if they don't work, that's it. Even the ones that they say they rich and they this and they was rapper and they were that, 10 years 15 years later, they doing anything for money. You know what I mean? They will do anything for money. They will wear anything. They would say, go on people platforms, say, bring up things that was 25 years ago. They never said nothing, but now they want to say something for a check. So you know what I mean? So yeah, bro, it's serious, man.
Yes. And Jeheru has joined us. Feel free to speak, brother.
What's going on, fellas?
We chilling,
Hey,
brother. We chilling.
hey,
Did,
Woo, what's up, bro?
did you hear this, Jeheru? Shaka almost never get paid.
And Shaka, did you get your money, your $1,000 from
I
that?
didn't get nothing yet. I was supposed to get it before the debate. That's what happened with me and Jabari, why we didn't have a debate. I was told one thing and something else happened.
Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear that. Wow.
He was supposed to get the money before the debate, just like with the Jabari debate, and that's why he didn't go along with the Jabari debate. But we noticed the goddess, you know, her low cut is more revealing than whatever she had before. She has competition now. The pie is back.
Yeah, look, that's what I was getting on the show about. I didn't know if y'all knew that.
Yo, we know that.
Man, I said, are you kidding me, man? Wow. Now
He
you know
didn't.
that ain't a good look.
He did not even apologize. Didn't say, "Okay, I was wrong. I'm sorry." She just back like nothing happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, none of the characters, you know, he already told them, hey, nobody don't say nothing. No, yeah.
So
Because
you know what that
nobody
means,
say nothing.
right? It's either
All of
one or
them in
two.
the chat, not one person say, that's Napa in the chat. You know, they don't say, what up, Napa? Nothing, bro. Not one of them on the panel. I was like, yeah, you
Yeah,
already
that's
know
crazy how
what's up.
nobody didn't say nothing because I was in the chat. I'm like, wait a minute. I said, where's she been at? You know, I'm like, man. So it's like I'm thinking about this. Like, it's either one or two things happen. Either Sinetta lied about that, or she did do that, and he's still letting her come back. Man, that's crazy. Either way, it's screwed up. I mean, either way you look at it.
I mean, you know, if she has self-respect, she would have got him to say for the record that he was wrong or whatever, or he lied. But her coming like that, I mean, but it says them, she can do whatever she wants. He can do whatever he wants. But damn, man,
Right.
I'm just curious, really. I mean, I ain't gonna chase or inquire about Shaka because, like I said, it's not the only person, that I heard didn't get paid after doing the debate on Sanders' platform. You know what I'm saying? I must admit, I'm curious. Like, when is he gonna get paid? If he gets paid, you know what I'm saying? Because he was supposed to get paid before. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, he had the leverage. Could I say, look, man, I ain't got my paper. Yeah, I ain't doing it. And then he would have found the paper, but maybe he can't even find the paper. I mean, I don't know, man. But
Man,
hey,
that's
it's them.
crazy. So he was supposed to get paid before. So see, I didn't catch that part because I watched some of it last night, but you know, I didn't really stay up too late. But when I jumped back on, Shaka had just spoke. I didn't hear exactly what he said, but then Sonetta was like, "We'll talk about that," you know. So I
That was
guess
that
that's
part.
probably what he was talking about.
That was that part. He said, you know, don't talk about how much you get paid on the air. You
Yeah.
know, yeah. Just after that, that's what he said.
But yo, is that video? You mean to say after the debate he still didn't get paid?
That
After the
video,
debate?
that was the not pre debate, post debate discussion. Like, who you think won?
Are you serious?
That's the latest live stream of
Yeah,
SAR.
that was from last
Yeah, he
night.
didn't get paid
Hey,
yet. He was
hey,
saying,
Nepal,
I'm gonna get it tonight.
Nepal, go get yours, girl. Get yours. Get
Tonight,
yours,
tomorrow
girl.
morning for sure.
And you know, the guy Zaquan or whatever, not sure what his name is. It's Zaquan, Apostle Zaquan. He said, you know, he did the math, and I understand why some people were saying in the chat that, you know, Black, no, not Black, just Pastor Bennett. They said Pastor Bennett was pocket watching and stuff like that. You know, I mean, once Sa says something, he has all his groupies repeat the same stuff. But you know, who is it? Wildfong said that we can see the amount of participants in Zoom. So the apostle dude said that, you know, there was 438 people. It was less than 500 anyway. You know, so I think it was about 800 or 900 for Jabari versus Garfield. You know, so it's just like almost half the amount. You know, and we can see why they were really going at the sales, even to the point of saying, you know, there's only 24 tickets left. I mean, what 24 tickets is he talking about? Because if you make the calculation, you know that it's just off, you know? Yeah, that's 462. So that was really a cap, you know? Because at least it would be up to 500, I would presume. And actually, I think the from 500, it's like from 500 to 1,000, you know, when you get the business plan or whatever. But it's their stuff, you know. I don't care too much. All I know is that, you know, Shaka didn't get paid. I'm sure Tazaria got paid, man.
Yeah, yeah, they both of them got paid.
Come again?
Oh, you saying Tazaria got paid, but Shaka, I got you.
Hebrews first, huh?
Wow.
I think it's Hebrews first. Yo, Jeheru, did you
Mm-hmm.
did you listen to the whole stream? Because there was that part, and I played it before. Let me play it again, man. Let me play it again.
Okay.
Now, first of all, that punk Garfield. Let's listen to that sucker, man. Now, first, I'm gonna play all three. Onk, for the first time I heard him say Egyptomaniac. He no longer goes by the name Onk, he goes by Bobby Banger now.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and speak, brother. Bobby Banger.
What's going on? What's going on, family, man? Excellent presentation. I think it was really trying though when a Pan-African, a black nationalist, oorah oorah for the black people, Egyptomania person, Sekou, actually said that
Right. He said Egyptomania. That's the first time I hear him say that, you know. He may have used it many times. You know, I don't even listen to these guys.
Actually said that
right. It's the first time I hear him say that.
I think I heard him say it already a few times.
For me, it was a first. Now, then, for that punk ass Garfield who said that he doesn't know who won and who lost, and he was the moderator of the debate. He's such a capping sucker.
Usually when somebody wins a debate, they show a different type of energy than what you're doing. I'm not saying you won or you lost. I'm just saying. I am just saying. I don't know who won or who lost. I will say tomorrow, I'm gonna watch a debate tonight like a
Sucker needs to watch the debate tomorrow to see who won and who lost.
Yeah, that's crazy.
People are disrespecting Chaka Amos. He will reply, and that bitch ass guy feels like usually when people win, they don't have this behavior. But the worst here is that bitch ass Sanella, you're gonna hear him all of you, because I know people come and go during the live stream. First side's I'm gonna comment as it goes along.
Shaka to me, Shaka killed it from the beginning to the end. He wrapped it up. And
so first side, this punk ass says, to me, Shaka killed it. From beginning to end.
You heard the two brothers got on saying Shaka information was more powerful, but the way he disrespect or the way he did that's not what the topic was about. All right. So let me go on over to the next person. And
hey, wait, before you do that, if I could just clear one more thing. I wouldn't call the brother, I think it's Sekou. I don't know which the African brother. You try to say I will call.
So I'm just gonna fast forward, but after a few seconds, one side's gonna read some comments and maybe read some text message or emails. He's gonna buck dance and do the Macarena and switch like a bitch about his statement.
Call him a dirty, stinking ass. Gentleman Hyman. You say Gentleman Hyman.
Hurricane. Remember the old joint name?
I mean, ain't dirty, stinking. Don't agree with myself. Polite. Amarat Squad, Jonathan Owens.
I don't messed up.
I think those were the main ones I remember. And I said they won. And I got a lot of flack from the Israelite community from saying they won. But I said they won because they won that day. I don't think it's a bad thing.
That's like 1 minute after he said what he said.
As a matter of fact, I think Chris Harris, if he's still on here, I said Chris Harris won against Zion Lex too. Because if you won, you won. It's just a debate. Any given night, if you train right on any given day, you can win. Like look at the Giants. The Giants beat the. Okay.
I'm gonna take it back. I'm not gonna say Shaka won by a landslide.
There you go. Switch like a bitch.
Yeah, that's
take
crazy.
It back. Yeah, and then listen to that, brother J. Heru.
I would say I will give Shaka the edge.
That's just the edge. When first he said from beginning to end.
Because of his closeout. That's what really closed it for me. So Shaka.
And he says for me. But earlier, what did he say?
The beginning to the end.
Shaka to me.
To me.
Shaka killed it from the beginning to the end.
From the beginning to the end. But then at the end, he says, what? It's only the closing that did it.
I will give Shaka the edge because of his closeout. That's what really closed it for me. So
this is such a biatch. I can understand why he really dislikes me because, see, hold on. I hope I did not kick out somebody. But I can see through the dude. And I think in some instance, sometimes they can see through him, but they want to be on. They want to be exposed. They want the exposure. They're hoping to get money, but we heard that, people are not really getting paid accordingly, not on time at least. But all these years, these dudes, this scam cheddar is just, I don't even think he remembers his lies, man. You know what I'm saying? But for him to switch like a bitch like that in within like 1 minute or so, I'm like, man, this dude, man, it's just ridiculous, man. But it's all good.
It's gaslighting. It's gaslighting. And these guys, if they accept that, it's just on them what they get for it, man. Because, how many times can you go for this? You're going to have a man that says, I'm going to pay you your money at this date. And then he doesn't. And you go along with the charade. Then afterwards, he sits there and talks about you like, yeah, maybe you had it like this. It was a little bit, you could have done better. That's gaslighting. And I'm going to tell you, like I told you before, one time is enough. If you don't pay me my money and you have a car, understand there's something that's called a bat and a windshield. One time, and I'm going to tell you, it works. It really does work. People prioritize certain people. The people that get prioritize are the people that are taken seriously. The people that aren't, they always on the back of the bus. So, but it's about how you do things yourself, man. I mean, like I say, treat people how you want to be treated. That's all it is. I don't do people like that. I don't expect people to do me like that. I take offense to it. So, hey, but maybe they do business a different way. I don't know.
And now that the dude mentioned the amount, I mean, I don't know if Shaka almost noticed that, but he can have some people who will notice that and tell him, because when you're in the debate, you're just concentrating on what you have to do. But it's going to be hard for Scam Cheddar to say, well, we didn't have that many people, so I cannot pay the full amount that I told you. I mean, now he has to cuff whatever amount he said it would be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dang, you need to Zoom with the actual membership, or let's say the business plan. But I've seen as well that no matter what plan you have, you can pay for additional participants in a webinar. But that's not going to cost so much. And he has the moderators. The advertisement, I really don't think he pays the moderators in something like people are volunteer, to do. So hey, you're supposed to just basically pay the two participants, and the rest, it goes in your pocket, because it's not like the time of the venues, it's online, so it shouldn't be a problem at all to compensate those guys. And even if, let's say, it doesn't have the money, what's not cool is to say, okay, I will pay you up front. But even if, okay, say it doesn't have it, the debate is over, people pay up to the time of the debate. Now, who knows? I don't even know how they will collect the money. Does somebody know how they collected the money? If it was through PayPal or Cash App, does somebody know?
Well, it was all done through. You talking about the money for the debate?
Yes, or was it through Eventbrite?
Well, no, it was all through Zoom, because when you click the link, it goes straight to Zoom.
Oh, I mean, you mean people were paying, but I'm asking about how they were paying. Zoom doesn't take payment.
Well, what I'm saying is, so like, if you wanted to purchase a ticket and you hit that link, it's gonna take you straight to Zoom website, and you can pay there.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You may argue that time for Zoom to pay him, whatever, but that's his thing. That's just, hey, it is what it is, man. But they're lames, man. They've been promoting lames, and they can do that thing. So good. They have a lot of groupies. We'll see when the trial comes up. Maybe before the trial, it's gonna be a plea deal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We're gonna see, but
Hey, did you see did you see what Reggie said?
when Donnie Williams asked him about me?
No, just about the debate.
Oh, well,
I saw a little bit of it. He was on Shaka's side. I can't remember exactly what he said.
I scrolled through the bit. I think he said, yeah, Shaka won. Shaka Amos, of course. But then I don't recall anything special. Is there anything you want to share with us?
No. Yeah, I was just asking if you had seen it, because after I heard what Reggie said, I'm just kind of listening to it, and I think back to, this whole when the debate was coming up with Garfield and Jabari, and I'm thinking to myself, like, you had everything good, and which I'm not trying to cause no division between anybody, but you had everything good to say about Shaka in his presentation, but when it came to Jabari, you can't give him that same respect.
Reggie's a straight bitch ass man, and he's hurt when I say that, but he wants to me F you several times. Nobody complained.
Yeah.
He's been a snake for years. No other camps or religious people will allow somebody, whether it's a Muslim that gives information to a Christian before a debate, or any other group. That dude's been doing that for years, man.
Yeah.
He's been doing, and the nerve of him, once again, I played it on one of my live streams, for him to say people are not talking about Kemet before he organized Kemet on trial. He must be on coke or something, man. Now,
Right.
Wafong wrote, Reggie took a subliminal jab at Shaka. Can you explain? Why don't you get on the panel, Wafong? I think you never came on, man. Maybe you don't want to show your face, but what job? I didn't get it. What was the subliminal? Did anybody get any subliminal job? I didn't get it.
I'm trying to think.
Reggie is a lame. He's a lame, and because he's a certain age and he's been with some people who wants to act like he's deep in the game, but he's pseudo, man. He said Heru is Greek. That's it. Pseudo, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Pseudo. But then
Reggie.
he said recently, Ma'at is a bird. Pseudo. But go ahead, Heru.
Right. I mean, I'm just trying to. What logic are you? My aunt is a bird. I mean, that was the most terrible thing. I'm like, what? Are you serious? I mean, I'm not even deep in the chemist stuff. Like, my aunt is not a bird. Come on, man.
That's just ridiculous. And I think, I suspect he told that to Tazariak, because the first time I heard it, that was from
Of course
Tazariak.
he did.
You know what I'm saying? And but it is what it is, man.
See him, Tazariak, Sarnetta, all them, those guys, man, they cool. You know what I mean? They got a lot of respect for Tazariak. They might play and act like they don't, on the camera, online, the screens, but they rock with Tazariak. And you know what I mean? They rock with him.
Well, the guy can disrespect anybody.
Right.
When he was disrespecting people, following the WAC 100 situation, people are saying, you never spoke to WAC like that. You know what I'm saying? He was talking bad about people, laughing. You know what I'm saying? We didn't hear Sarnetta say, "Oh, you need to have tough skin. You need to take the criticism." You know what I'm saying? I mean, at some point, it's just really sad for Sai. It's like, man, I don't know why he acts so beach made, but hey. And also for the record, at one point, Tazariak said, he's chilling and he's laughing, hearing the people talk, and he said he may get a drink. Usually, when people say, I'm gonna get a drink, it doesn't mean water or juice, but I ain't making any accusation, because when I had the weighing on purpose, I said, okay, maybe you were high, maybe we were drunk. When he talked about Martin Luther King, I knew he would not, take back what he said. You know what I'm saying? But I was just playing chase with the dude, and he did double down. I don't know if I should say double down, but he did up the ante by using the word "be." So he just said that, but when he called Martin Luther King a bitch, Science said Jack. When he says he celebrates the death of black folks, Science said Jack. But I knew they celebrated the death of black folks when Sai was interviewing Baba Heru, and he asked Baba Heru about this. Then Baba Heru, he made the diplomatic comments. And the funny thing is that how come Sai never confronted Tazariak about that? You guys teach that, you celebrate the death of Africans. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I did that. But Quina said that those guys, ICPK, teach you can have sex. Well, first he said that they teach you can intermarry, meaning mixing. You know what I'm saying? And then he said that they teach you can have sex with a girl as long as she has her flowers, or which means period, and she can be 15 or she can be 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same guy who claims to be fighting against child molesters and rapists. You know what I'm saying? But we clearly heard on tape not only Tazariak on one instance admitting that he supported the guy from ICPK was found guilty of child molestation, but we do have Sa talking with Tazariak about that. And Tazariak says, at least 3 times that the guy was found guilty. He said definitely was found guilty. But we don't hear FOP anymore. You know what I'm saying? I really don't like this hypocrisy, man. Those guys are just weird for real, man. It's just weird, man. I mean, we're talking about convicted individuals. And what happened, Jeher, was that, things Donnie Williams in the chat who said that he asked Reggie about me, if Reggie would address me. But then Wabon, that wasn't Wabon's platform. I mean, Reggie is not even on Sanetta's platform like that, so he has to go elsewhere to get some airtime. And Wabon's like, yeah, we don't talk about the dude, you know what I'm saying? Look at the last 10 videos, you know what I'm saying? And he said he violated me. But what happens is that when Chris MVP was there on my channel, Wabon was just being long-winded. He didn't want to answer something. So I kicked him off the panel. And in the chat, he wrote, "You're a bitch." And I said, well, I put this comment up and I said, "You are the bitch." So this guy's running around talking about he violated me. These big words, like, you're not being specific. Some people may think that I really did something foul to the dude. And it's similar to Garfield when Garfield said that somebody from Jabari's organization violated his daughter. I really thought the person did something serious, but later on he said, "Well, the one guy from Jabari's camp said that I was trying to kill my daughter." Just like he said somebody violated his daughter when he didn't turn up for the debate. You would think that his daughter was severely assaulted, but then you find out it was theft. Somebody stole from her daughter. We don't even know what was stolen from her daughter, from his daughter. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
some people bought it, man. So, I just basically said that, Rob Owen is just running with a scammer, a Christian apologist, a known liar,
Yeah.
and he won't even defend his own wife. Because you probably know that his wife is a supporter of this channel, and she revealed that, the mighty Hebrew not only exposed himself to her, but had her humiliated by the Hebrew court. But he won't stand for his own wife, man. But anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Reggie took the same job that Chris MVP took at Chaka. I usually can't come on because I'm 12 hours ahead of American time. I've been on the panel and showed my face before. Oh, I forgot then. Sorry. No issue with you. No, I'm not saying it's an issue, I was just saying, maybe, But I don't know. But for the record, Chris MVP Harris did a live stream afterwards, and he said he texts back what he said. Shaka almost won the debate. That's what he said.
Not a good look.
Why? I don't know why he changed, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
Wishy-washy. That's why before you even really take a look at what was said, or there was before the show start, everybody want to jump on and give their opinion, and you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you have to really step back and look at it again and really sort the information out before you make your conclusion. But yeah, that's just to show you these people that's why Shaka say a lot of them that came on because they try to prove their point because they have some personal against
it's true.
Egyptian, anybody that's not with their religion or doctrine. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, these people, they're not trying to come together and build nothing. They're trying to build division and trying to say whose side is right and all kind of, it's pathetic.
Konat, was asked if he's seen the debate. He said he did not even see it completely. He did not even see it in its entirety. But he's in here acting like, saying that Shaka almost lost. And it's so pathetic, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so pathetic, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's just like JJ. JJ does all the time. He did it with the last debate. He come on there, he want to talk. You ain't even seen the debate, man. Come on, man.
Those guys, man. JJ is showing a new book now. He used to show the Book of the Dead, misnomer Book of the Dead, the Book of Coming Forth by Day, the Bered Em Heru. Now he showed a different book, man. You know what I'm saying? But JJ, is gonna realize soon that nothing changed. He cared for Sa. He's still gonna be the guy that gets kicked off and verbally mistreated, and he's gonna realize he ain't gonna have no debate, or he may just get to debate the little homie or newcomer, and that's about it. You know what I'm saying? But Jehovah, you don't know who Sekou is supposed to debate soon?
I hadn't heard anything about that.
There's a debate, but damn, I can't recall who is supposed to debate.
Yeah, I ain't heard nothing about that one. They supposed to debate on Sarnetta or somewhere else?
No, Sarnetta, I expect.
Oh.
I forgot, but Sekou, man, the dude said, Shaka lost based on his behavior and because he was not on topic. I'm like, man, Sekou, are you serious, man?
Yeah, I couldn't. That seemed weird. Like when
his information was powerful, but he lost. Man. What the
that seemed really weird, man, because I'm like, are you serious? And then Dr. Daniel LaRose was saying the same thing. I'm like, and Shaka came in there. He's like, man, he said all the other stuff. He said, I don't care nothing about. He said, I'm talking about the information.
But that's true. That's true.
That's what you win on, in the debate. I mean, can you win a debate, without being, correct or wrong? Yeah, you could, because the other person may not be, they may not present their information as well and get their point across. But I didn't see the debate, so I can't really speak much on the debate. But you know, I highly doubt that's what happened with Shaka.
You know, I mean, some of them, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, but it's worse than double standard. It's like something that we don't know about, some things we don't know about. But the amount of time when Josiah disrespected the audience, you know, even the guests, and used profanity to so many people. But now Shaka almost gonna, you know, use profanity, and it's the end of the world. You know, all of a sudden they become offended. All of a sudden it's like, oh, well, there's a lack of decorum. And how many times is that bitch ass Sanetta had some outbursts and curse people out, curse the mother, the children. But
Yeah.
it's all good, man. You know, they do their thing.
They fake, man. They two
Yeah,
faced.
yeah, they are fake.
At the end of the day,
They
yeah,
are
that's
fake.
what it
Yeah,
is.
they are fake. And I think that trial, man, now is the 10. So yes, 20 days, 21 days. So indeed, 3 weeks time. 3 weeks time, man, and maybe
Hold
even
on.
before. Yes, go ahead, Jehu.
Hey, Shaka. I'm just not seeing that picture down there.
That's why I laugh earlier. It's Frankie, man. It's Frankie.
Oh my.
What's up? What's up? Look, let me put it here.
Hey man,
What's up, Sachera?
don't worry. All y'all go get y'all money. Don't worry. All y'all gonna get y'all money, man. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
As soon as I finish selling this dope, it's like what is
I'll
his
be
name?
back tomorrow 1 o'clock. Meet me right
Smokey.
here on the corner. Tomorrow 1 o'clock. I promise.
Yeah, it's like Smokey on Friday. You know, you stole my Frankie.
All right, man. Well, hey,
Sachera.
I'm gonna catch y'all guys later, man.
All right. Take care, Jehu. Well, brothers, I'm gonna let you make your closing remarks. It's 1 a.m. right here, man. Gonna get some sleep. Gonna take baby girl
Fool
to
me
the
once.
to the movie for the first
Fool me
time.
once, like they say. Fool me once. Fool me again.
Shame on you. Shame on me. Well, Sachera, I'll let you make. Oh, he's gone. Well, young Harry, you can make your
Yeah,
closing
man.
remarks, man.
Peace to the panel, Shaka. Another one. Till
All right.
next time.
Yeah, see you next time. So, brothers and sisters, stay safe, stay healthy. If I'm allowed to, by the nature, stay safe, stay healthy. If I'm allowed to, by the nature, I will definitely holler back at you. I don't argue. I said facts. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. To nature.
Now, for the record, for those who don't know, I'm giving middle nature classes. And here, that's the flyer. Okay? So, those who are interested, feel free to holler at me. If you're not interested, it's cool. But I recommend that everybody who has not yet seen the video, Kemet and Ma'at, Before Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, then watch it. It has about 300,000 views and really deserves to have a lot more.
I just want to let everyone know who's listening in now and who's going to listen to this stream in the future. I just had my first Meta Nature class by Brother Shaka today, and I've had other Meta Nature lessons by other teachers, and I can tell you right now, the brother is the best in the game. He is that was one of the best classes I've ever had, ever. So if you're interested in learning the Meta Nature, if you're interested in getting the basics of it, Brother Shaka is an awesome teacher. Get with him, and it's extremely affordable. This brother is giving us his time and his skills, and he's basically giving it away. I mean, I just consider it a donation. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody is interested in learning the Meta Nature, get with this brother right here. He's an awesome, awesome, awesome teacher. And I'll end with that.
Hotep Senu, Hena Senut. This is Julie, also known as Servant of Yah, and I'm currently taking the Medu Neture classes with Brother Shaka, and it has been an amazing experience. Only 2 lessons so far, and I feel like I've been taking the classes for months, just with the how in depth he goes into the vocabulary words, the construction of the language, the grammar. It's been immeasurable, the experience. And one thing that comes across, hands down, is his extreme passion for teaching this to anyone who is willing to learn and has an interest in learning. So I highly suggest, if you are interested, even a minimal interest, that you subscribe to the classes with Brother Shaka. It's such a nominal amount for how much you get. I know, like, our last class was over 2.5 hours. It felt like 2 minutes, but because that's how, involved you are in what he's teaching and how he teaches and how compassionate he is about what he teaches. Also with sharing materials free of charge, no question, no doubt. It's just what he does. He doesn't have to, but he does. And so I just wanted to give a short testimonial about the class and the effectiveness of the class. And all of that is attested to how studied Brother Shaka is. So I highly recommend anyone with a minimal interest that you do sign up for the Medunetya class. Hotep.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which is Ma'at Forever. Don't forget to watch the video entitled Kemet and Ma'at. Don't forget to share Kemet and Ma'at on my channel on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or other social media that you use. Email, text messages, you name it. Those who wish to donate can do so on paypal.me/ma'atforever.